And testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome to McMinnville High School. We're about 28 minutes away from kickoff. Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ives. We are here for tonight's action, and we are going to bring you all the action live here from McMinnville High School as the Grizzlies host the Century Jaguars. So make sure you tune in for that. Should be a fun night as we are here tonight for the action Grizzlies and the Jaguars. As we are just doing a little mic check here. And, yeah, there you go. You should be able to go to the very end and see if you can hear that. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure why that's happening, but there you go. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. And it sounds good. Hopefully you can hear me. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sounds clear.
All righty. So stay tuned. Grizzlies, Jaguars coming up.
Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight, to their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kick in. Rock, rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. McMinnville today, it's where we stand with pride. With our Grizzlies marching, it's a thrilling ride. With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight, to their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kick in. Rock, rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. McMinnville today, it's where we stand with pride. With our Grizzlies marching, it's a thrilling ride. With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight, to their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kick in. Rock, rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. McMinnville today, it's where we stand with pride. With our Grizzlies marching, it's a thrilling ride.
And welcome to Workman Stadium and McMinnville High School. We're Brian Erickson and Jeff Ivey are here to bring you this week's action as the Century Jaguars are in town to take on our McMinnville Grizzlies. Glad to have you on this Friday night. It's been wet and rainy all day, but that seems to have subsided, and we are getting ready for a big game here tonight, Jeff.
Big game it is, Brian, and the one thing that hasn't subsided is the wind. It's a bit breezy as you look out there at the old flags on the flagpole, blowing pretty good from the south end of the end zone. That's the one factor that could play a big part of the ball game tonight. I don't think we're going to have any rain. A little chilly, but that's football at the end of October. So
yes, it is.
McMinnville glad to be home for the next two games as they finish out their season. Here tonight, the first of two games, this one against Century and next week against Glencoe.
Yes, and tonight the Century Jaguars come in with a record of 2-5. Their wins going up against McDaniel and Cleveland. Other than that, though, Jeff, they've had a rough year.
Yeah, it's been kind of like McMinnville, Brian, where they've really struggled to score points and struggled to keep defense or keep other teams out of the end zone. But, you know, we were looking at the roster tonight, Brian. They only have 31 players on their listed roster, and I think there's several that are injured tonight, not going to be playing. So there's not a lot of depth. We've talked about depth with this McMinnville team all season long and how it has been tried many times due to the injuries that we've seen pile up over the course of the year. And same thing tonight. So it's going to be two teams that want to come in and desperately want to get another win under their belts heading into the final game of the season.
Yeah, it should be fun to see how they come in here and make things happen. And what do you think the key is going to be here tonight for this Grizzly team to get that W?
Well, with the wind blowing tonight, it's going to be run the ball into the wind in all likelihood, Brian. You're going to have to throw it every once in a while to keep Century honest. But really, it's going to be that ball control offense that they like to do. Keep the clock moving as much as possible, limit possessions. And then I look for them to come out on top tonight, Brian, in a pretty close, hard-fought battle here at home. I think that they're a little bit more depth and maybe a little bit more athleticism overall is going to be the key in tonight's game. Although, when we were watching Century warm up, they do have some athletes on that side of the field, including their quarterback. They're going to be led tonight by Damian Elizares. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound senior, and he could throw the ball around a little bit. So it's going to be important for the defense to really focus in on keeping him contained. They do like to run the ball with several different running backs. And last week we saw McMinnville really struggle against the run against Sherwood. They had given up over 342 yards on the ground last week to Sherwood on 33 attempts. They were giving up over a first down every time they ran the ball. So really going to need see some improvement in that, as well as last week McMinnville had their most turnovers of a game, 3 last week. That's really going to be something that they're going to have to key in here tonight, Brian, is to limit the turnovers as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all comes together, but this is the game that Grizzlies should be in.
Yep.
Not only win, have a chance to be in, but have a chance to win.
Yes, I really feel good about that.
I do too. And, you know, when I got here today, 19 hours before kickoff, here's
you
what
had the day off, right?
Yes. Here's what I had right there.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful
you
double
showed
rainbow.
Me that before the game tonight, and I really thought that was a live look when you showed it to me. I look out, and I'm like, where's that rainbow? You got a filter on the camera or what? But that is a beautiful shot.
So what I'm thinking is where the double rainbow we see on the left, that's where the winning score will be. Is right here on the left-hand side.
Let's go for it.
And then I walked a little bit. Well, before I got out of the car, here's what I saw, which was cool as well.
Yeah.
And then got to see the other one as I walk into the stadium.
What I don't like about that one is, though, those dark, ominous clouds. But we think they're gone.
Yes.
We think they're gone. And usually, you know, not always, but sometimes with dark, ominous clouds, there's other things that can be associated with them that we really don't want to see tonight, right?
That is correct. That is correct. All right. We are about 11 minutes away from kickoff. We've got the band out there to do a little performance before the game, which is always awesome. It'll be a big halftime show as well here tonight. Don't go away. We have got much more of the pregame show coming up here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
As we come back here, Jeff and Brian, we're breaking down actually many things up here. Not only the football game, but
life.
Yes, life, exactly. So we are doing that, and we will do that during the next break.
Okay,
I'll try to remember.
Oh, here come the Grizz.
Here they come,
right on
and
cue.
we'll bring them in right here, and the Grizzlies come out here, and the band back there behind there waiting for them to come in. And, Jeff, it looks like they've got some guys back tonight, which is huge.
It is huge, Brian. We were sitting up here in the press box, and before the game, we heard that Grant Yoakum's going to be back in the lineup tonight. He's an important part of this offense, to be quite honest with you, Brian.
Right.
Second leading receiver on the team with 211 yards on the year, 15 receptions. Averages about 14 yards per catch. Of course, Ryder Darnell leads the team in reception yards with 234 on 18 receptions. And Ben McKay has been the go-to guy with the most receptions, 20 receptions, 173 yards on one touchdown. For the year. Drew Bazan on the year is about 50% completion, just over 50%, 163 attempts, 83 completions for 1,049 yards, went over 1,000 yards last week in the game, had a pretty good game passing. The one thing, though, that you'd like to see inverted, he has 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on the year. So you'd like to see that flipped. Riley Martin, the big back, kind of came on, I think it was game 3, and has really established himself as the back in the backfield, has 256 yards on 61 carries for 4 touchdowns. He averages about 4.2 yards a carry. And, we have the national anthem, so we will take a break.
We will. We'll be back right after this.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process, from low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement. They are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
As we come back here, and we are here at the pregame show as we continue on here, the band doing the national anthem, doing an amazing job. Fun to see them here tonight. We'll see them again at halftime as well as they march off the field. Well, Jeff, should be fun here, game here tonight, and the weather is the way we want it.
Yeah.
We talked about that, the wind a little bit. However, it's much better now than it was about 3-4 hours ago.
I was going to say, when I was sitting up in our office looking out the window, I was like, oh, my gosh, this could be a little bit of a rainy game. But thankfully, it's blown away. And looking at the various weather apps that you have out there, doesn't look like we're going to have any rain in the forecast till early tomorrow morning. So hopefully this game doesn't go till early tomorrow morning as time goes, but you never know in these football games towards the end of October. I love October football, and really this will be the first game with, well, I guess we had rain a couple weeks ago, a little bit of rain, but really the first game with any sort of serious fall-like weather, I guess you would call it. But the field looks pretty dry. It looks like there's no puddles out there or anything like that, so shouldn't be too bad for these players.
Remember the good old days as you used to have the
mud,
the dirt. You couldn't tell numbers.
The crown
at all.
on the field, the big crown.
You don't have that anymore.
No, you don't. Not unless you go, down to like probably 4A, maybe.
Yeah, I mean even
3A.
less than that. There's
A lot of 5As have turf now too. So it's good for different types of things, but sometimes you just miss that smell of the grass, wet grass smell and the mud and just sliding all over the place. But it is good for us to be able to read the numbers, quite frankly, from a selfish side. So
I don't know. I kind of liked it where you had the dirt, the mud, and everything else, and then of course before that, now we have the pellets.
Yes.
But it was fun, and it also changed the game too. Now you really take away some of that the field conditions.
Yeah. Well, some schools may have let the grass grow longer when they're playing a faster team, and that sort of thing. So those little tiny home field advantages where you could have a home field advantage. But now everybody plays on turf, so they're used to it, and really no advantage unless for most teams, teams with speed will always have advantage. So, but the 3-4 captains there for McMinnville walking out. Of course, Drew Bizon. We got Grant Yoakum in the mix. We got Bradley Thompson and also Ben McKay representing McMinnville. And the captains is they're going to go out for the coin toss, and we'll see what results come from this. But you can. I don't know if you can show it on the camera, but you look on the far side of the field. There are not many players on the far side for this Century team, and that you can get them all in one camera view, can't you?
Pretty close, close, yeah.
So you can see that they're going to be challenged on depth tonight, and that's why one of the reasons why I think McMinnville is going to run the ball a lot tonight is just kind of wear them down.
Wear them down because a lot of those guys are going to play both sides of the ball.
Oh, for sure.
And the more you can wear them down, the easier it's going to be for you later on in the ball game, especially
100%.
Second half.
So.
Century comes in here also, Jeff, losing in their last 4 games.
Yep.
That 4-game skid started with Reynolds, lost 40-15. Newburgh, which kind of gives us an idea there, 41-6.
Yep.
And they played Sherwood. They lost 49-10. And then, of course, Glencoe 44-0. That was last week.
Yep. And that's our opponent next week.
Yes,
so
it is. So.
we could learn some things about where we're going to stand next week as well. But Danny Kernan's going to come in here with his Century team, and looks like McMinnville won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Century's going to start with the ball, and they're going to start with the wind at their back also.
All righty, we're just a few minutes away from kickoff here as the Grizzlies will kick the ball and see if they can get their defense started to get things going here tonight. Don't go away. You're listening to the pregame show here on YamhillToday.com and also AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville. We'll be back right after this.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Udy has been serving all of Yamhill County. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most. With life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal professional service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Judy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, as we come back a little bit early here, well, good thing we got back here in time as we get ready here for the kickoff for McMinnville. And here is the kick, and it's going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. Run across the 20, the 25, breaks the tackle across the 30, 35-40 midfield, breaks one, and he gets down to the middle of the field, and a great return there by the Jaguars.
Well, just straight up the middle, Brian, with a little bit of speed and a big gap to run through, and he's going to pick it up. They're going to put it right down over the 50 at the 49-yard line. Just maybe not the way McMinnville had anticipated starting this game.
No, I don't think that's how they wanted to start it by any means. Nope. All righty, as we get ready here for action, as we talked about, Century, not a lot of players on their team. They are really, I'll say short-staffed or short-handed, but there's not a lot of guys on the bench. So let's see if they try to make this game go a little bit quickly. Here's a handoff, goes right up the middle, breaks one tackle, a second tackle, and it's going to be a good gain, about 7 yards there for the Jaguars.
Couldn't see if that was number 5 or 6. Those 5, 6. Okay, so that's Julian Morales there. Down to the 41, so a pickup of 8.
Quarterback is Damian Elizarajas. He is a senior, 6 foot. And nice run there. It's 11:23 to go. That was the first play of the ball game here tonight. Glad to have you here as we are getting this thing going quickly. Here we go. Here's going to be a handoff, goes here, and a little misdirection. Going to come back here this way. Going to go on the sideline. Going to go across the 30 and down inside the 25-yard line. A nice run there, almost a reverse fly sweep there by Ryder Owens. The sophomore is showing his speed.
Well, yeah, and they brought him in motion back across the formation, and then swung him back right as the ball was hiked, and a handoff quickly to him, and you could see some speed to the outside there, Brian. What did McMinnville do last week? They wanted to go to the outside. Well, maybe Century taking a little bit of out of their playbook.
That's exactly what they seem to be doing. As we'll see what happens. They have shown they've got some guys. Here is a handoff, kind of a little misdirection right up the middle. Is going to break a second tackle and go inside the 10, down near to the 7-yard line. And right now, Century is running all over the place. I believe that was Julian Morales once again.
Yep, 16 yards on the play there. And so far, McMinnville, maybe they were waiting for the game to start at 7:02 like we were.
Very, very quick, very much speedy as we look at the replay there, just on our personal device there. And he just kind of broke right up there off the tackle and a nice little run. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Once again, he's going to spin his way, and this time not going to go anywhere. Good job there by the offensive line of stopping him for no gain, maybe even a short loss there.
Yep, we're going to move it. Yep, back to the 10. So a loss of 1 on the play. That's good defense there.
That's what the Grizzlies needed to do here. First possession of the ball game here tonight. As Jeff's trying to warm up a little bit.
My hands get so cold now that I'm old.
Oh, here we go. Don't even know what to say about that.
Well,
got single coverage here. They're going to hand it off. That Morales is going to cut it up here. He's going to go inside the 5. He's going to try to break one tackle, and he's still on his feet. He's going to fight his way inside the 1-yard line. And they are just showing some misdirection, Jeff. And then I want to check the number on that. Was that 6 again, Morales?
Yeah, that was Jamie and Smith.
That's Smith, okay.
Yeah, number 5 on the play.
Number 5 on there, okay.
Yep. Then those are hard to read. They're very similar font type of look there.
They got them so tight that sometimes you can't. They're scrunching up. 5 and 6
I was going to say in the backfield,
yes.
So that's real helpful.
Smith is 5. Morales is 6. Yep. Elizarajas is your quarterback. He's number 8. If you're trying to keep score at home, here's the handoff. Nice. Little fumble there, not fumble, but a bobble there, but he stayed with it. But a good job of the Grizzlies coming in there and making the stop. First person in there will be Grant Yoakum. Also in there, Jeff, I believe, was Nathan Ott.
Great defense, Brian, right at the point of attack. A 2-yard loss for Julian Morales. And 4th and goal from the 3 here. Look for some sort of little play action here. They haven't passed the ball yet. So they're going to have, 2 wide receivers out to the far side and 2 here to the near side.
That Morales in the backfield is now going to go over to the far side. He's going to be in a receiver position. They are going to throw it. El Zarajas is going to look. He has a guy wide open in the end zone. He throws it to him, and he catches it. Touchdown. And that is caught there by Ryder Owens. And really, Jeff, you had so many wide receivers out there. The Grizzlies did not have a man on all of them.
Nope.
And Owens was the one that was open. Good job there by El Zarajas for the completion and the score.
And really a lot of time there, Brian, not a lot of pressure up front from McMinnville on that play. And like you said, he kind of had his pick of players to throw the ball to because there was one less defender in the area than what should have been.
8:20 to go in the first quarter. Century strikes first. Here's the snap. It's good. The kick is up, and the kick is good as well. 8:20 to go. Jaguars lead 7-0. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
As we come back, as Century is about ready to kick off, you can join us there on that wide shot and fast round motion. As it's kind of what Century did, Jeff, is they used their speed there on that possession.
Yeah, they did. And we got a little
squib
kick there.
Right up there. It hits at the 35 and still bounces around. The Grizzlies get on top of it as it goes back to about the 34-yard line, and that's where they will start. And I think that, Jeff, is just the Jaguars saying, hey, we don't want you to come back with a long return.
Right. Exactly right. And pretty good field position for McMinnville to start this first possession of the ball game. Now it's their turn to turn up the heat, Brian, and bring the offense to the game. Let's see what we can do here.
All righty, let's see what they decide to come out and do as the Grizzlies are in their red uniforms. They're going to start off in that diamond package to run the first play of the ball game. Here's going to be a handoff to nobody. Wrong play, and they're going to be stopped there. Bizon was handed off to the back who was not there. He went the wrong way, and everybody caught off guard except for the Jaguars, who come up with a sack on the first play of the game.
Well, that does not bode well for McMinnville if they can't get that one right. It looked like everybody went left. Bizon was thinking everybody was coming to his right side, and well, by the time he realized that, he was swarmed under by that defensive front of Century.
Here we go. Two receivers here on the near side. Bizon shotgun formation. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to be flushed out on the far side. He's going to be sacked again. So the first two plays of the offense both have resulted in sacks for the Grizzlies right now. And I think Century is showing something they may have should not shown on film because they are coming off on the weak side and getting there quickly.
They were very quick into the backfield, and that offensive line just kind of let them through on that play. Bring 3rd and 18 now.
I may have said a weak side. It's probably the strong side.
Yeah.
And that's even worse than it should have been. All righty, here we go. 7:08 to go. Grizzlies now 3rd down and 18, as Jeff said. Bizon's going to change the play, it looks like, at the line. Drop back, shotgun formation. Hard count. He's going to hand it off right up the middle and going forward and scooting his way back to the original line of scrimmage. And good job there to get some yardage there is Riley Martin. Martin's going to pick up about 8 yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's where the Grizzlies will punt, it looks like, here at 4th and 10.
Well, those first two plays kind of set the tone for this drive, didn't it, Brian? Kelleher in the warm-ups here tonight into the wind was punting at about 40 yards. So let's see if he can get a good one off here and decent hang time as well.
Keller standing back at his 22. Here's the snap. It's high, but he does come down with it, and he gets it off. and it's going to be taken at about the 45, and he's going to be doing it on the runs, and across the 50, still on his feet, gets into the 43-yard line. Another nice return there by the Jaguars, and returning the ball there, as we do have a flag on the field, was Ryder Owens. Officials are going to talk about it.
I think there's going to be a hold or a block in the back here against Century during the return.
If it wasn't for the flag, it would have been a net, 9 yards,
Yeah.
10 yards?
Yep.
It will be a hold against the Jaguars. So they'll move that back, and it's going to be first down for them with 6:04 to go, their second possession of the ball game.
Good field position again, though, to start this drive.
Yes, it is. And the Grizzlies really need to come up big defensively, trailing 7-0 here against Century.
Only one passing play so far.
That was the touchdown.
Yeah, that was the touchdown.
Here we go. And it's going to be a handoff. Going to stutter step his way across the midfield into Grizzly territory and inside the 44-yard line. And that was Morales with an 8-yard run there.
Well, he's just hitting the holes, Brian. He's up to 28 yards now on 5 carries. And he's a beast, man. He's running with some intention through the left side of the offense that time.
Right now, Century controlling and really the game, doing whatever they want on the line and allowing their guys to run right through and pick up some good yards on first and second down. Here comes a double handoff, and the ball's on the ground. Grizzlies are going to pick it up, and do they get it? And let's see, they should have it at the 44-yard line, and they stepped up defensively, and they made it happen, and that's exactly what the Grizzlies needed, Jeff.
Yep, Daniel Dilworth in the right place at the right time, Brian, and comes up with the fumble recovery. Excellent job there, because they had initially stopped it in the backfield for a big loss of 3 or 4, and then to get the fumble and recover it, that's awesome.
That's exactly what they needed to do, kind of get this thing moving and trying to just kind of get some momentum early in this ball game. Here they come, Bizon shotgun formation. Over on the far side is Ferrua. He's got single coverage up there on top of the screen. See if they try to maybe exploit that as they come in here. And here is going to be the keeper, Bizon. He's going to go across the 35 to 30. He steps the sideline and finally taken out of bounds. And a nice job there by Bizon to come up with a big run for McMinnville.
20 yards on the play there, Brian. It's a great play call to start this drive.
That's exactly what they wanted to do, and they made it happen, and Bizon did a good job of pulling the ball out at the right time, and the defenders had no other choice but to tackle the wrong guy. Clock does stop with 5:19 to go here in the first quarter.
That play took 3 seconds.
Here we go in the diamond formation. And they're going to peel off. I believe that's McKay. And McKay goes over to the far side in tight end position. And they're going to hand it off. And they go into the outside and nothing there. But breaks a tackle, still nothing there. Good job by Century to stick with it as they do take Martin down finally. But really, I'm impressed by the Century defense and their speed, really, to get to the outside.
Yeah, Seamus Holmes there. He's just a sophomore, Brian. 6'10", 170. Did a great job of setting the edge and able to reach out and grab Briley Martin and drop him for a they're going to give him a 4-yard loss clear back to the 28-yard line.
It is going to be second down and 14 now as they do break the huddle. And let's see if they decide to maybe go to the air here tonight. They haven't gone to the air yet, I don't believe.
They have not.
Bizon shotgun formation. 2 receivers here on the near side. And we've got a flag on the far side.
I'm going to call offsides. The official comes running in to signal that to the head official. So that's 2 penalties now. And McMinnville will take that one. It's going to bring up a little bit, instead of 2nd and 14 or 14, you're going to have 2nd and 9.
Much better.
Much better.
We'll definitely take that. 4:30 to go. Shotgun formation. Bizon goes. He's going to throw it. He steps back. He throws to the far side. Has a receiver. And he is caught. And into the touchdown. Yes, it is. A pass that was a little short. But Grant Yoakum stayed with it. And he gets the score for the Grizzlies. And they are one extra point from tying this game up.
Well, we said it was going to be good to get Grant Yoakum back tonight, Brian, and right there, that's why he was able to go up and make a fantastic catch in the corner of the end zone. There is a flag on the play.
That came in after.
Okay, so probably going to be some sort of unsportsmanlike. But what a great pass to Yoakum from Bizon. And like you say, one extra point away from tying this ball game up.
And there is the white hat who is going to maybe tell us what it is. It is a touchdown, as he says. It's going to be dead ball foul against the Grizzlies. And so they'll mark that off on the kickoff. But the Grizzlies, Jeff, are going to look to possibly go for 2 here.
Put a little pressure. And, you're kicking into a wind. So that could be playing into it as well. But they look like they might have a swinging gate type of formation here. Oh.
Yeah, let's see what they decide to do. And trying to see it is. And Bizon's going to throw it. And has a receiver. It is caught for the 2-point conversion.
To Yoakum.
That's what bringing him back into this game after injuries. Great to have. And he's already paid dividends here for the Grizzlies.
McMinnville takes a lead in a game in the first quarter for the first time, I believe, since the McKay game. So that's good positive news right there for the Grizzlies, Brian.
Yes, it is. We'll go ahead and take a break. Our score now is 8-7. McMinnville in the lead. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
As we come back here, Grizzlies lead 8-7, 4:19 left to go here in the first quarter. And that's exactly what the Grizzlies needed, Jeff. And Yoakum with a great reception and the score to put him in the lead.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic drive. Take the ball. Points off of turnovers, Brian, very, very important especially in a game like tonight where both teams are pretty evenly matched, that those little mistakes can really come back to hurt you later on in the ball game.
Yes, they do. And let's see what happens here is the Grizzlies, they put a foot into it. It's going to be taken at about the 27-yard line. It's going to be dropped and pick up and step his way across the midfield. Still on his feet. He's going to break one tackle. Second tackle, he's got one guy to beat. He's going to score. It was a run right up the middle, made it look very, very easy. Ryder Owens, the sophomore, with the score, and just like that, they have gone back into the lead.
73 yards on the run, and it was just, again, like the opening kickoff, straight up the middle, and McMinnville had nobody home to stop him, and that's an easy 6 points up on the board for the Jaguars.
They will be sending their kicker out here to kick the extra point, and that's Diego Meza. He is a 6'2" junior. As they're going to get the right football in, looks like.
One with the K on it for kicking, right? They do that in high school, right?
Yeah, they do. It used to be just the same football the entire game.
Yep.
But
back in my day.
We sound old, don't we?
Yeah, we are.
I knew that was coming. Here's Meza. He puts a foot into it. The kick is a little wobbly, but the kick is good. And that makes the score 14-8. 4:06 left to go in the first quarter. Don't go away. We've got a fun one already. We'll be back right after this here on AM 1260 KOYC and yamhilltoday.com.
Big boxes, keep urban guitars.
Big Box is music.
Big Box is Hello Kitty loungers.
Big Box is recliners.
Big Box Returns is leather and fabric sectionals.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box Returns, probably the best store in the entire world. Probably.
As we come back here, the Grizzlies trail to the Jaguars by a score of 14-8. And Jeff, we knew it would be a close game here. It's already been a very, very interesting game.
It has, Brian, not the way that I would have anticipated it. Two good returns by Century. One, of course, the last one for the touchdown, 73 yards by Ryder Owens. And, boy, we thought McMinnville had the momentum, but they quickly gave it back to Century as this kick is maybe going to go out of bounds. I can't quite see.
And it does.
So.
Goes out of bounds about the 4 or 5 yard line. And so they'll move it up here, and the Grizzlies will have it with 4:06 to go in the first quarter. And now let's see if they can get some more momentum on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, well, they're going to have good field position again, Brian, at the 35. And, of course, their first possession, they went 3 and out. Let's see if they can do something here. Their last possession, they only had to go 44 yards for the touchdown. It only took them 4 plays to do it. So let's see if we can get like an 8-play 65-yard drive here for a touchdown.
They may have figured some things out on that second drive, which,
Yep.
you got to get the wheels going a
You
little
do.
bit. Kind of like my car,
How is the car?
Well, they say there's nothing wrong with it. So, the story. Here we go. 4:06 to go. Diamond, well, not quite the diamond package. 2 guys in the backfield. They're going to hand it off, and Martin's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he may maybe even taken back a half yard, quarter of a yard, but it's going to be no gain. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Good job once again by Century. They run to the wrong guy, Jeff.
Yeah.
They are right there on the edges.
They are, and their edge, the number 23 and number 40, both of them. Dougie Edwards, the linebacker, he's a sophomore at 6'2", and 23, same as Holmes, is also a sophomore, Brian. So they do a really good job of keeping things tied into the middle as looks like somebody's got to come out here for an equipment issue. Bradley Thompson comes on to replace him. He's going to get the call there.
Not sure what that was, but that was Carson Vining who came off. Here we go. Diamond package, they're going to throw from it. They throw right down here, and it is caught near midfield, and it's going to be hit backwards. Going to be a 1st down for the Grizzlies. Good job there as they're right around the 49-yard line. Nice throw there by Bizon.
Well, that ball was really nicely thrown there, Brian, out to Dylan Ferreira. We haven't heard him for a couple weeks as he was on the injured list as well, Brian. So,
Ferrua back is big, too. I mean, you yoke him in Ferrua. It's awesome.
Big body there for him to throw to. Is another 15-yard pass play and a 1st down. And I like those plays. He was totally wide open, Brian. He broke to the outside and really shook off the defender there.
Here they go, and they are back in that diamond package once again. And they are going to break it off. McKay is going to go in motion, and then we have a timeout by McMinnville. Coach Tomlin didn't like something. He's going to take the timeout with 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Jaguars 14, Grizzlies 8. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Udy has been serving all of Yamhill County. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most, with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal professional service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Udy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
As we come back here, and I appreciate them waiting.
Yes, that
they
was very
did. They
nice.
did a good job here. All right.
Thanks, refs.
Here we go. 2nd down and 10, ball at midfield exactly. Grizzlies with it, and here we go.
Why is it 2nd down? It should be 1st down.
And here we go. It's going to be nothing.
Wow.
And getting hit in the backfield is Bizon. He was hit, and he was hit hard. And coming in there was Seamus Holmes.
Yep.
Another sophomore. They've got some sophomores who do some big things for them.
Yeah, it should be 2nd down there.
Yeah, they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah. It's 2nd.
2:30 to go as they are discussing it. And Jeff does have Second down, Jeff?
It is second down.
Second down. And let's see if they can figure it out. They'll talk about it. And they're still discussing it. They're very emphatic, too. Should be second down.
There
and
we
it
go.
is.
Okay.
There we got it.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Don't they have headsets they can talk to each other?
Something.
I think NFL
Yeah.
does. I think high school is getting that too.
A lot of places are, and I can't quite tell if they have them in the earpieces in or not. But
all right, 2:24 to go. It is second down and 15 now after the sack there. And two receivers on the far side for the Grizzlies. Bizon is going to throw. He's going to pressure. He's got to get rid of it. He does. He throws the middle of the field. It's caught. Going to break one tackle across the 30, 25, down inside the 20, down to the 15. A nice pass play and a nice cross there by the Grizzlies. And coming up with the reception was Dylan Ferrua.
41 yards on the pass play, Brian, and that was a dart to Ferrua. And boy, I tell you what, it is good to have him and Yoakum back, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Drew Bizon is 3 of 3 for 79 yards so far and 1 touchdown. And that was a beautiful flight. Ferrua was wide open in the middle of the field there and used some speed to pull away for the big gain.
It's going to be first down now. Minute 37 and counting. Grizzlies, ball on the 14-yard line. McKay in motion. Here goes Bizon. He's going to hand it off to Martin. He's going to cut to the right side. He's going to break one tackle, still on his feet. Gets inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. Nice job there by Martin. Good job by the offensive line to create some holes.
Very, very patient run there, Brian. He kind of put his hand out on the back of one of the linemen to get down to the goal or to the 4-yard line and right at the marker. So it's a first and goal from the 4 here. McMinnville doing a great job on this drive again.
Here they go, the diamond package, and it's going to go right up the middle. I believe McKay may have it. No, he doesn't. It must be Martin.
That was Martin.
And he just pushes through into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's a great drive right there, isn't it, Brian?
It's what they needed.
Yep.
It is exactly what they needed right there. And they put up the score, and it is tied now at 14, pending the extra point.
Well, we thought it could be a very close game, and so far we're getting what we thought.
Dylan Ferrua on to kick for the Grizzlies. And here's the snap. It's good. The kick is blocked and is going to be no good. So this game will remain tied. We've got an interesting one here. 14-all with 1:04 left to go here in the first quarter. It's a fun one. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
We are Big Box Returns, and we sell Costco returns. We're going to start at 30% off. But the deal is we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5. We are right across the street from the Yamhill County Fairground. Come on down and see us.
As we come back here, as we get ready to do another kick here, our score is tied at 14. 1:04 to go in the first quarter.
Good to get some points on the board in the first quarter for McMinnville.
Ferrua getting ready to kick off. And here it goes. It's going to be just a little squib kick, going to be taken out of bounds, and they don't want them to return it is why they don't want to do that. And so that'll be where they take it there. And with 1:04 to go, they will have the ball for their
fourth time.
Well,
second or third, really. They had a kickoff return all the way back. But, this will be their third full possession at the 35-yard line. And giving it up at the 35-yard line, not the worst thing that can happen. Actually, they'll get it at 37 because that's where it went out. But that's not the worst possible outcome for McMinnville because the first drive they returned it about 35 yards out to the 50 or the 49-yard line of McMinnville. So let's see what McMinnville's defense adjusts here now. Third defensive possession of the ball game.
Here we go. Trips over on the far side. They're going to throw it, I believe for their first time, and they're going to air it out big time on the far side as a receiver, and it is incomplete. He led them just a little too far. And I believe, once again, Jeff, that is Owens, who was the kid who caught the touchdown pass.
It was, and that was the first incompletion on the night, Brian, for either team. And that's pretty good going into, this deep into a quarter. So
58 seconds to go.
58 seconds, 11 minutes, in the first incomplete pass of the ball game. Now, they haven't thrown a lot.
Not a lot of throws.
But that's pretty impressive.
All righty, here we go. Two receivers on the far side. They're going to do a little option and nothing there. Good job there by the Grizzly defense to stay with them. And he really didn't have a chance to pitch it out.
Nope.
And he kept it and didn't have a chance to run. Went back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, that's looking like the Century defense to start the game, Brian, where they took away all the options and tackled the quarterback for, I'm going to call it a loss of a quarter of a yard there. So, but a big third down here now. McMinnville looking to hold Century here, third and long. 25 seconds to go. This might be the last play of the quarter.
Trips on the far side, shotgun formation. Ozarajas is going to roll to the right. He's going to throw to the right, has a receiver. It is caught. Going to be a first down as he gets across midfield, and he takes a hit at the 49-yard line, and it is going to be a big first down for the Jaguars.
Well, 14 yards to Cam Jorgensen on the far side. Just a dart thrown by the quarterback. And going to keep the chains moving here. I wondered if they would pass the ball in case there was an incomplete, then they would be able to punt with the wind at their back. But they don't have to worry about that right now.
Oh, they don't. Here we go. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're going to hand it off. Going to roll around the left side. Going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. And coming up with the ball or with the run is Smith. And that will end the first quarter of play. Our score, 14-14. We're tied up here from Workman Stadium. Don't go away. We'll be back after this timeout.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery of knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
And welcome back here to Workman Stadium as we get ready to start the second quarter. And, Jeff, a pretty interesting first quarter to talk about.
Yes, it was. You had a little bit of everything. A blocked extra point, a punt, kickoff return for a touchdown. Some nice drives put together by both teams for touchdowns. So everything is available for both these teams. Nice play there.
Tell us about it.
Who was that sneaking in there? Was that Coda Spencer from his safety position, Brian, coming through? And they got a big gain last time Century ran that play. But that time they're only going to pick up 2 out to the 47. Actually, they're going to lose a yard there. That was kind of a fly sweep type of action. And just a great job of him ducking in there to get the player in the backfield.
Here we go. Third down now and 7. As Jeff said, they went backwards. Here they're going to throw it, and they're going to roll to the right. They have a receiver, and they let it go, and it's almost intercepted. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Owens. Getting there, though, for McMinnville, almost coming up with it, was Colin Hurley.
Wow. That was close. That was really, really close. And I like that defense that they played there. They brought over Coda Spencer kind of at last minute to have some double coverage out here on the near side, and it doesn't look like they're going to punt unless they're going to use the quarterback to do the punting here, Brian.
Which they could do.
They could. He's kind of back 5-6 yards. Could be a quick kick. See what they decide to do here, though.
2 receivers here on the near side. Rojas is going to throw it. He draws back. He looks. He's got a little bit of pressure. He steps in the pocket. Now he's got a lot of pressure. He's going to step out.
Beautiful.
He's not going to get it. And it's going to be a sack in the backfield there for McMinnville.
Jackson Altry just all over in the backfield right away for the sack, Brian. And McMinnville takes over with really good field position here on that play.
11:13 to go, and that's exactly what the defense needed right there.
Big 6-yard sack on the quarterback, and that couldn't have come at a better time.
Hey, just a reminder, if the Grizzlies win tonight, you can go over to Big Box Returns and get yourself a coupon, one per family. Mention the Grizzly game, say, go Grizzlies, and Scott or Amy will hook you up with a $5 off coupon that you can use tomorrow and Sunday, Only one per family, please. Here we go. Grizzlies drop back. They're going to throw immediately. They're going to try to compay right away. Here's the pass, and it is intercepted inside the 15-yard line. They tried to go for it all and try to make the Jaguars pay, and going up there and coming up with a big interception there for, was that Jorgensen, I believe,
yep,
or Benson?
Number 3. It was number 3.
Jorgensen.
Yep.
And it is going to go right back to the Jaguars. And that was one of those things when you come up with a big turnover and then you decide to go for it to try to make them pay quickly. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for McMinnville right there.
Yeah, did not work out there. Play was kind of there, but just couldn't quite come up with it.
11:06 to go here in the second quarter. We are tied at 14. I say it's almost as good as a punt, but you had the ball in good field position. Exactly. Oh, well, here we go. Handoff right up the middle, and breaking through is going to pick up about 6-7 yards to about the 22-yard line. Let's see where the spot is as they mark it down there. Did you see who had that, Jeff?
Yeah, that was their Julian Morales.
Okay.
Sorry.
Number 6. All
Yeah.
right. Morales.
5 or 6, right?
Well, that's the thing. That their uniforms are tight, and they're kind of bunching up on them after they played in them for a while.
And the 5 and the 6 looks very similar when they're bunched up like that.
And they play very similar spots on the field. Here we go, and got a little bit of miscommunication back there with their quarterback, Ellis Rojas. He's going to hand it off and go right up the middle, and they are going to push the pile forward, and it's going to be enough for a first down. And once again, they do a good job of just going up the middle and making things happen, and their offensive line has been very good. And I believe that was Owens who was in on there with the run.
That was Ryder Owens.
Owens has been an integral part of this game here tonight for the Jaguars.
He's got 4 carries for 8 yards.
And he also has a reception.
Yes, he does.
For a touchdown.
He does. A 3-yarder, but it's a touchdown.
Well, it's all points, right?
That's right.
1st and 10, though, with 9:48 to go. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off and really kind of sidesteps the tackle, goes around the left side, breaks another tackle, and is going to pick up a huge gain of 9.5, 10 yards over on the far side.
Well, and again, that was Julian Morales there with the 10-yard pickup, and they are going to call it a first down. And he just kind of weaved and bobbed and made his way downfield.
Morales with a nice run. They got a good spot there as well. They're just moving the ball slowly, methodically at the 31. For McMinnville. 14-14 is our score, 9:18 and counting.
Morales has 7 carries for 45 yards in the game so far.
They are going to have 3 receivers here on the near side, but they're very tight to the line. And they're going to set up a little picket fence here. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a couple yards. Pass was intended to, caught there by Owens, I should say. Picked up the yards, and a good job defensively, though, by McMinnville to stay with it.
They did a good job of stringing that one out, and they are going to put it at 38. So not big yards for Owens, but he's been effective when he makes the catch.
Effective and
sure-handed.
Sure-handed. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
14-14 with 8:34 and counting. They're taking their time on this huddle here. 2nd down and 8. You have one receiver over on the far side. That's Benny Hurley. And they are going to hand it off right up the middle and spinning around, still on his feet and getting about 6 yards. Up there once again. Is that Morales?
That was Morales.
It is, and they're gonna mark him back a little bit inside the 44-yard line. So it's gonna be 3rd down and 2. I think right now Century's going to try to wear down this McMinnville defensive line. They seem to be running right off tackle quite a bit.
Just over 3 minutes eclipsed all on this drive so far, and no hurry as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to spread McMinnville out, it looks like, a little bit.
Grizzlies come up there, and they are showing maybe a little blitz, trying to stop that. There's the snap. The quarterback wasn't ready, Elzararis, and getting the ball and just falling forward enough for our first down was Smith, it looks like, on the run there.
Going to be really close. They are
gave it to
signaling.
him.
Wow.
Yes, they gave it to him.
Wow.
Elzararis, the quarterback, he didn't even know the ball was snapped to him.
No.
Hit him right in the chest. Unfortunately, he was had the wits amongst himself to hand it off to the running back, and the back did all the work to get the first down.
What athleticism can do for you, huh?
7:10 to go here in the second quarter. We are tied at 14.
Very methodical drive here. 4 minutes off the clock now for Century.
It's kind of what both teams want to do is get this clock rolling. They're going to throw it, and they're going to throw it over the far side. And it is caught, and it's almost intercepted. And going on the left side inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line.
And, again, that cast by Jermaine Smith on the far side for a first down. Where do they mark him at, Brian? It looks like the 39-yard line.
Yep. Well, they're going to say he went out of bounds because he was down near the 30. They're saying he went out of bounds at the 39. So a break for the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, he did pick a first down, though.
He did. And the drive continues.
Yes, it does. Here we go. 6:51. They do stop the clock. One receiver here on the near side, one on the far side. Elzararis is going to throw it right up the middle, and it is incomplete. Interesting play there as he faked the handoff, and the running back kind of hit the ball, and then Elzararis got to pull it back and try to throw it, and he got it enough to throw it down almost into the turf and incomplete.
Yeah, it was. Had he had a little bit cleaner contact with the running back in the backfield, he might have been able to get that ball up a little bit higher for, I don't know, don't think it would have been a first down, but it could have been a good 7-8 yard gain on first down.
Second down and 10 with 6:57 to go here in the second quarter. One receiver over on the near side here. They're going to do a little fly sweep here. Going to cut up the middle, and good job on a hit, but then he didn't tackle him, and still spinning. The ball goes on the ground, and the Grizzlies are going to come up with it. Trying to spin there was Owens, and he did, and opened his arms, and the ball flung out. And the Grizzlies are lucky because they did not make the tackles here, as we have clapping up here in the press box. It's kind of hard to hear, but get distracted, and it's going to be Grizzly ball with 6:36 to go.
Well, just a great job there. Staying with it because they got the first down easily, and that was Ryder Owens with the fumble on the play, Brian. But great job by the defense to step up and make a play when they needed it most.
Really a good time to do it because they were allowing them to get big chunks of yards and take lots of time off the clock as there's 6:36 to go. Bizon shotgun formation. He is going to keep it, and he's going to try to follow a blocker, and he's going to go backwards. He is going to be taken down back at the original line of scrimmage. Good job defensively by the Jaguars. First person there, I believe, was Ball, who got there and made the stop. It looks like Bizon had a little bit more room, had an opening there, but Ball came in there and shut it down pretty quickly.
I thought that was a very generous spot by the officials, too. Thought it could have been a 1 or 2 yard loss there.
Here we go. We have two receivers over on the far side. As Bizon is looking behind him. Martin is back there with him. Here we go. Hard snap. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to throw it. He's going to look. He's got pressure. He's going to be taken down in the backfield and sacked once again. The offensive line could not hold them, and there were 3 Jaguars who got in there and had him back there in the backfield.
Well, almost instantaneously. It was so fast. 8 yards loss on that play. And McMinnville has 17 yards on 11 carries so far tonight, Brian. And Bizon's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, and that's not great.
No.
You look back even to last week, there were some similar numbers.
Yeah, they're not getting the protection up front that they need for Bizon to have the time to make the plays, and now they go to that diamond formation, so maybe bring in another 1 or 2. Well, McKay goes in motion, so Never mind.
And sometimes that time formation gives you some time. There's the press, and there's the blitz, and it's going to be a little screen pass over on the far side. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be taken to the 25-yard line. Pick up about 10, no, maybe 12 yards. There's a flag in the middle of the field, but they did a good job and catching the ball. I believe that was Ferrua.
Yep.
He's kind of holding his right side, his arm a little bit. Like he's asking to be come out of the game.
Let's see what we got. Are we going to have a hold downfield, or are we going to have maybe a face mask? I'm not sure. Well, McMinnville's backing up, so.
The guy in the white hat's there on the 20-yard line.
They might decline it.
Telling him. Let's see what he decides to do. It is going to be a hold against the Grizzlies, and they are going to decline it. And good decision there is 4th down and about 6 now for the Grizzlies, and they are going to have to punt.
Yep, you got to figure you punt it away now. We got the wind at our back, so look for a big punt. We know Kelleher has put several over 50 so far this year, Brian. This would be a great time for one that deep.
Owens and Hurley standing back at their own 49-yard line. Down to 4:50 and counting. Elher's going to draw it back a little bit further inside his 14. Low snap, but he's going to get it off cleanly.
Nice.
And he does, and it's going to be a booming punt. And it's going to hit inside the 30-yard line, and then Owens is not going to pick it up. He's going to let it bounce and roll, and it's just still rolling inside the 14-yard line. A huge punt there by Kelleher, and a huge punt for the Grizzlies.
61-yard punt, Brian.
You called it. You
Beautiful.
saw him pregame show, and he was booming them.
Beautiful punt there at a great time. Pin him deep down to the 13-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 14 now. Well, anyways, a 60-yard punt. Either way, it's a great punt.
We'll definitely take it as they pin him back there with 4:29 to go. Thanks for watching us here on YamhillToday.com. You can check out all the games on YamhillToday.com. And also, we carry them here on AM 1260 KLYC as well. Here we go. Shotgun formation, and they're going to throw. They're going to do a little drop pass here, and it's going to be for no gain. They got back to the line of scrimmage as Owens. Good thing I like about that, Jeff, is, Owens has fumbled the ball, I think, at least once.
Yep.
And they go right back to him.
Yep, and that's trying to get confidence back into his game. Of course, he did have the one touchdown catch, too, but fumbles can play in your mind, especially as a wide receiver when he was kind of running clear and free in the middle of the field and had that ball taken away.
Here we go. 2 receivers in the backfield. Two receivers here on the near side. 2 backs in the backfield, and just a short gain. Good job there by the defensive line to come up with a stop, and it's going to be maybe a gain of 1 there. And Yoakum was the guy who should get credit for that tackle right there. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Now, if you're Century, you've got 3.5 minutes still going. You have the ball. What do you do here? You want to keep the clock going because you don't want to give McMinnville any time, but you definitely want to get a 1st down. But you don't want to stop the clock.
Exactly. That's the dilemma of a head coach right here, Brian, because late in the quarter, late in the half, McMinnville's got 2 timeouts. So it looks like they're going to pass as we have stoppage of play somewhere.
You got flags everywhere. It's going to go.
I think it's a false start.
It is. It is. The Century players are saying, hey, it was those guys who were doing it. And the white hat is going to say, it's against
nice
Century.
try.
Yes. You can ask all you want, I guess, right?
That's right.
It doesn't always happen.
No. So 3rd and 14 now.
3:13 to go.
Nice thing about that, the clock stops too, so that helps McMinnville if they can hold him
I
here.
was trying to get it to start going the clock. There we go. 3:10 now.
I thought an offensive penalty stopped the
3 receivers here on the near side. 2 on the far side. They are going to look to throw. They're dropping back. He's got time. He's going to throw across the middle. Has a receiver.
Boy.
He was hit, and then no call as they're looking for it, and they're going to say incomplete, and the Grizzlies may have got bailed out there.
They did get bailed out there, Brian, as I believe Coda Spencer was, shall we say, early to the party. But McMinnville will take it. They'll take it, and just under 3 minutes to go. Going to be punting into the wind. We haven't seen the punt team out here yet for Century, so we don't quite know what they have. I'm not sure they have enough players out on the field. I'm counting 8, 9. Yeah, I was going to say there's 8.
They had 8.
Here come the other 3. Okay. Yeah. With not having many guys on the team, I mean, that makes sense that you might not practice special teams a whole lot.
Here is the kick. It's Williams. He's going to get it away, and it's going to bounce inside the 40, still and outside the 40, I should say, outside the 44, down near the 45-yard line, and that's where they will down it. With 2:46 to go here in the half, we're still tied at 14. Jeff, we had a wild first quarter, 14 points scored by both teams. And the defensives showed up in the second quarter.
They have, Brian, but I'll tell you what. We talked about that last 4 minutes of a half and the first 4 minutes of another of the next half. McMinnville gets the ball coming out of halftime, so they can put some points up on the board here. Really does help their situation for the rest of the game when they come out at halftime.
Here we go. They're going to start with great field position, and then we have a whistle, and
somebody's going to have to go off the field with an equipment issue.
As they are going to send them off there.
No, they got a penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty against McMinnville. Move them back 5 yards. And not sure exactly what that was all about, but that was Neston Nelson who came running off. And here we go with 2:46 to go. Let's see what the Grizzlies have in store. As Jeff said, they will get the ball to start the second half. See if they can put some points on here to end the first half. They're in that diamond formation in the backfield, which gives them a little protection. They're going to throw it over on the far side, and it's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver. And the intended receiver, I believe, was Farua.
Yep.
3 guys right around him, too.
Well, and Farua turned in, and I think Bazan thought he was going to go out more towards the first down marker and threw it out that way. That could have been, they haven't been on the same page practicing for a couple weeks, so you could have had that play into that play right there, Brian.
Second down and 15, ball right at midfield. The diamond package will actually 2 receivers are out there. One on the far side, one's in a tight end formation. They're going to hand it off in the backfield and going nowhere right up the middle. I believe that was Martin. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. That offensive line doing a good job of making the stop, and Coach Tomlin calls a timeout. Not too happy as he pulls off his headset, and he is going to talk to his team as we have 2:27 left to go. 3rd and 15. We're tied up at 14. Don't go away. We'll be back here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville right after this.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
As we come back here, and immediately the pass is thrown to the right side. It is incomplete, and that was intended for Nelson, but there is a flag in the backfield back at the 42-yard line, Jeff.
Probably going to be a holding call, and they'll decline it because that'll bring up 4th down.
And you're getting a lot of holding calls because you're getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and the linemen are trying to grasp for straws there, and that, and also uniforms and everything else they can get.
Exactly. Well, when they're busting through like that, your job as a lineman is to protect your quarterback, right, in any way possible. And, well, right there, they protected their quarterback, but got the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down now. And that was not a great possession for
It was
McMinnville.
not. We still have 2:22 left to go. Bad thing about that is they have all 3 timeouts as well.
Correct.
And so the Grizzlies will punt.
Need another big punt here.
Keller is standing right around the 38-yard line. And he's taking his time, and they got some guys moving back for a little bit of protection. Here's the snap. It's a high snap, but they get it, and Keller almost had a block. And the ball hits, and it's going to hit and take a Jaguar bounce, and it's going to be stopped at the 29-yard line as the rain starts to come back here tonight. And the Jaguars will take it at the 29 with 2:13 left to go in the first half.
Well, let's see what McMinnville can do, what kind of magic they can get here, because they're going to need to keep the Jaguars out of the end zone.
Fortunately, it's 71, 72 yards away.
It is.
However, you also, if you're the Jaguars, you don't want to do anything stupid here and give the ball to McMinnville in this field position here with 2:13 to go.
Correct. They already have 2 turnovers here in the ball game, Brian. So let's not pretend like that's not a potential.
I'll be surprised if they take it to the air. But as I say that, they have 2 receivers on the far side, 3 here on the near side. Looks like they are going to go to the air here. And why not? Dropping back, looking to throw immediately. Has a receiver, gets across the 30. He sidesteps his man, goes forward. He is pushed out of bounds there at the 34-yard line. And a nice job there once again there by the receiver. And let me get
Owens.
Owens, okay. It was him right in front of the Grizzly bench. And Owens has been the guy they go to, one of the 2 guys. The 2 guys who really made some big plays are both sophomores here.
They are, and Ryder, that's his 5th reception on the night for 27 yards and a touchdown. And
they come on out here, and let's see what they decide to do. Good thing is for them is they stop the clock by going to the sideline. I think McMinnville will probably tighten that up a little bit now. Here they go. They drop back, and they're going to throw, and it's going to be over across the 40, 45, Ooh. 50, and then almost a horse collar there at about midfield and going down. But it's going to be a first down a little bit more. That was Jermaine Smith, and nice big pickup there. And that was not on the sidelines. It was in the middle of the field. Allowed him to get a lot more yards than I think they expected.
It did, and 2 minutes now, just under to go. So Century not totally in a hurry up offense yet,
no,
but
still a 3 timeouts.
But they're moving a little quicker than they normally do out of the huddle.
As they run out here, 3 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Grizzlies trying to show some pressure, and they got to him.
Nice.
They did a good job of blitzing them in and taking them down for a loss of 7, 8 yards. Actually make it 6 as they move them here as a flag comes flying in as the ball was on the 44-yard line. Interesting there, the guy who threw the flag was all around Jaguars. There's no Grizzlies around there, so I'm not sure what that was about. And they are going to discuss it.
Could be a personal foul of some sort, I'm guessing.
It's got to be against Century because they are all right there as they were around the official, and he threw his flag. I didn't see a single Grizzly around him.
I did not either.
And
but they're pointing back towards McMinnville, so let's...
1:27 to go as they are discussing it.
Could it have been a face mask or something on the tackle?
Would have been a delayed call then.
Unsportsmanlike on McMinnville?
There was not a single Grizzly around the official there, so it must have been a vocal person.
Maybe?
Oh, my. Interesting, because there was not a single Grizzly around the official when he threw that flag.
That one hurts. You had a big sack there, and instead of being second and about 17, it's 2nd and 4. Wow.
Yeah, they take a timeout. They are going to talk about it. Century is, and they should be down to 2 timeouts now. They are on the sideline talking about it. And, Jeff, I don't think their kicking game is that strong. No. So they're going to try to get into the end zone, so be prepared for that. And it's like the rain is kind of stopped now. We had a little bit of sprinkling coming down. It's like it's stopped now. But here we go. Can the defense hold them out, Jeff? At the 43-yard line, Jaguars, first of all, need to get a first down. It's only 2nd and 3, so here we go. They drop back, and they're going to step up, throw across the middle, and he bounces it to his receiver. Incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down now. Ball was intended for Smith, and he just kind of bounced it to him.
Big play coming up here. Those passes over the middle, he has the tendency to throw it into the ground, hasn't he, tonight?
He has. One of them, I think it was really he didn't have control of the ball because it was kind of hit by the back. But after the other 2 have been definitely thrown into the turf. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Still a lot of options here for Century.
And they may go for it on 4th down, depending on what the outcome of this play is.
They got 2 timeouts, and let's see what they do. They drop back, and they're going to throw immediately here. A little swing pass.
Nice.
Good job there. They thought they had him down, but they're going to get a first down. They didn't get a spot here. Far side shows them.
It's going to be this one.
It's going to be this one, and they're going to say 4th down. The official on the far side moves back a whole yard. It's going to be 4th and 1. That was a close one there. It's going to be
surprised McMinnville's not calling a timeout here to preserve some time if they were to stop them.
Well, they only have 1 timeout left, and I really think they want to go into the locker room and discuss things and get that offense going rather than do anything foolish and maybe come up with an interception or a turnover or something.
Quarterback draw here is my call, and now Ty Tomlin calls his last timeout. Wanted to see what they were going to come out in, what kind of formation.
42 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. We're tied up at 14. Century McMinnville, don't go away. We got more coming up here on YamhillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
As we come back here, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey. And Jeff, 42 seconds left to go. Great first quarter, lots of scoring, lots of things happening. And in the second quarter, great defense, lots of weird things happening.
Yeah, really great defense because McMinnville has 4 yards in this second quarter.
Wow.
And it's crazy.
That's how we're tied still at 14.
Exactly. And Century only has 74 yards in this second quarter. So,
and the biggest yard they need now
is right now.
Exactly, 4th and 1. All righty, here we go. 3 receivers on the far side. They are going to throw it. Dropping back, looking. They throw across the middle. It is incomplete. Their quarterback had to throw it, and he was throwing it off his heels, and it's incomplete. He kind of threw it behind his receiver, and it's going to be a turnover on downs to the Grizzlies with 36 seconds to go in the second quarter.
So what do you do if you're the Grizzlies?
I
go for it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. You're going to get the ball the second half.
Yeah.
You're in a tie ball game. That being said,
weirder things have happened.
Yes, they have. And let's see what happens as they come out here. Bizon does have the arm, and he could try to hook up with one of his receivers, Yokum or Farua, who have been bright spots here tonight as they come back from injuries. Here we go. They got trips over on the far side. And Century, let's see, they have a 4-man rush, and they're going to come in, and Bizon's going to step up. He is going to throw it, throws it in, complete, threw it behind his receiver, and had 3 defenders around him, Jeff. Kind of a tough one to throw up there, and that was Jorgensen who almost had a beat on it. Pass was intended for Farua. They knew he was going to be him or Yokum. 3 guys were on Farua.
Yeah, well, Farua is definitely being the favorite receiver tonight, as he's got 68 yards on 3 receptions, Brian. So maybe look a little bit more down the depth, not the depth chart, but through your progressions to see if somebody else is open here on this next play.
Trips, so they're going to hand it off right up the middle. Going to break a tackle as Martin. He's going to get right around 49-yard line, and he is going to be taken down after a gain of about 7.5, 8 yards, maybe 8.5 yards there. As we're down to 16 seconds. Grizzlies are rushing up to the line of scrimmage. See if they can try to get one more play here. Bizon draws back. He looks to the steps it up. He looks to the right. Now he's look here on the near side. Looking. Going to go right in front of his bench, and he is going to be hit and taken down.
Yep.
And here comes a flag, personal foul, right in front of the Grizzly bench.
It's going to be a nice 7-yard gain for the first down by Bizon, and then another 15 tacked on. So you've got a chance for one shot to the end zone, Brian, if you want to take it with 3 seconds to go.
They are going to say a personal foul against Jaguar. The question is, Jeff, you have a shot, one shot with 3 seconds to go. The other option is, well, it's a long field goal.
Yeah.
So that would be
a 40-yarder.
Well, at the 29, so 39, right?
Mm-hmm.
And add 7, 45-yarder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're going to go for it.
You're going to go for it here. No doubt about it.
Here come the Grizzlies.
Why not?
They don't have a timeout, so they've got to hurry. And Bazan has got 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Martin in the backfield. Bazan is telling his receivers where he wants them to do, and we've got a timeout, Century. Yep. Yes, we do. They'll take it with 3 seconds to go, and they will talk about it now that they have seen the offensive lineup for McMinnville. It's a good timeout for Century, but also it does help McMinnville too, Jeff.
It does. My guess is they'll come out in a little bit different formation here now.
Yes. Mix it up.
Yeah, but probably run the same patterns to the end zone would be my guess.
And I think you're going to look for Yoakum. You're going to look for Farua, McKay. Those are the guys he's going to try to key in on. Question is, does Century have enough guys to defend them?
That's a great question, as they may drop back an extra linebacker, bring in another safety or something, Brian, a DB, to help out. I did notice when they were lined up in that last formation before the timeout that they had 2 safeties about 20, 25 yards deep in the backfield. They were obviously playing prevent defense.
Yes, they were, as they come out here now. And let's see what they decide to do. You got, see, Farua right down here below us. Yoakum is on the very top of the screen. Bazan, shotgun formation. Century's going to show blitz. Bad snap, goes to the ground, and Bazan's going to step up. He's going to try to run with it. He throws it to the end zone, has a receiver, and is tipped down, incomplete, and that will end the first half of play. Whew, what a first half. Our score is 14-14, and we are all tied up, and this is exactly what we were hoping for. It's exactly what we got, so don't go away. We have got a great second half. We've also got a halftime show with the band and a little bit more fun here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville. We'll be back right after this. Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Udy has been serving all of Yamhill County. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most, with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal, professional service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Udy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
And welcome back here to Workman Stadium. Brian Earslong and Jeff Ivey, as we are here at halftime, and we are tied up at 14. And we've got a bunch of the cheerleaders and the kid cheerleaders down there on the field, ready to start our halftime show here. And, Jeff, what a first half it was. There was some good, and there was some not so good.
Well, it started off really pretty good for both teams scoring points, Brian. 14 points each in that first half, but since then it's been kind of a back-and-forth defensive struggle, some turnovers, and some just not great plays by both sides kind of leave us where we are at 14-14 at halftime. But the good thing is that McMinnville gets the ball to start the second half, so hopefully they can come out and put some points up on the board.
And the good thing is we're probably not going to have a running clock tonight.
Yes. I think that's a very good thing. McMinnville, every game but one has been a running clock either for them or against them. So they get to play the full game tonight, and in all likelihood, and see if they can dig deep, because right now they're certainly in a battle with Century, and both teams wanting to get another victory under their belts.
Some good things for the Grizzlies defensively. In that second quarter, they played well, made some good stops. Offensively, had a hard time really protecting their quarterback in the first quarter. Got better in the second quarter, though.
They did. Running the ball, they were only 25 yards in that first quarter of play on 9 carries. And since then, they've only gotten 7 yards, Brian, on 5-yard carries. So the running game really hasn't done what it's supposed to do. But Drew Bazan has done a pretty good job here tonight, Brian. When we look at the stats, we'll see that he's doing about what he's been doing all season long, is averages and yards per completion and that sort of thing. But I was a little bit surprised, to be quite honest with you, how easily in that first quarter Century was able to score, especially on that kickoff return for the touchdown. That one really surprised me, because McMinnville have done a pretty good job all season with their special teams, and then to have that lapse to allow a score, that kind of hurts you, because it doesn't show up on the stat sheet as yards given up offensively. Because if it did, that would put Century over 210 yards of total offense in this first half. So, but because it doesn't, they don't have 210 yards, but they have points on the scoreboard. So they'd rather have the points than the yards for the offense.
Yes, that is very, very true. So we'll come back after this break and do some stats, and Jeff will break it down and kind of let you know why we're tied up at 14, and the stats do tell that story. We are tied up 14-14 here at halftime. Don't go away. We'll be back with more here on yamhilltoday.com and also KLYC AM 1260.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
As we come back here, Brian Erickson and Jeff Ivey, we are here at halftime, and we got the band getting ready for their halftime performance, which will be awesome here tonight. And Jeff, speaking of awesome, you got some awesome stats there.
Well, I don't know if they're awesome, but they're stats. How about that tonight?
Sounds
we'll
good.
go with stats. So we'll look at the team statistics. Of course, as I always mention, the number one stat is the scoreboard, and well, it's 14-14. So, but the overall statistics are very similar as well. First downs, Century leads McMinnville 8-6. Total yards, 136 for Century, 123 for McMinnville. Total number of plays. Century's had a few more plays, 34 on offense to 23 for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies averaging just over 5 yards per play, while the Century Jaguars are averaging 4 yards per play. Passing 9 of 15 for 74 yards at 60% completion percentage for Century at 8.2 yards per play. The big thing for McMinnville, 4 of 9. That doesn't sound that great, 44% completion for 91 yards. But when you look at the yards per completion, 22.8 yards tonight, that is a really good thing. Rushing 62 yards on 19 carries for Century, 3.3 yards per carry, and McMinnville 32 yards on 14 attempts, 2.3 yards, and that's just about their season average of about 2.6 yards per carry. So rushing has not been a real good strong point this year for McMinnville, and again, we're seeing them struggle with that tonight. 3 punts for McMinnville, penalties. 3 penalties for McMinnville for 35 yards, 4 penalties for Century for 35 yards. McMinnville has a thrown interception, while the Jaguars have 2 fumbles on the night. McMinnville has 3 punts for 34-yard average, and Century has 1 punt for 35-yard average. McMinnville's had the ball just under 10 minutes, and Century's had the ball just over 14 minutes, which is a flip of what typically McMinnville has. They usually dominate the time of possession, so we'll see if they can turn that around in the second half of play. Damian Elizaris, as I mentioned, 9 of 15, 74 yards, 1 touchdown on the night, that being a pass to Ryder Owens. He has carried the ball also tonight 3 times for minus 12 yards, been sacked twice. Julian Morales, well, he's the big running back tonight, 8 carries, 51 yards, averaging 6 yards per carry. Ryder Owens, 4 carries for 8 yards, and Jermaine Smith, 4 carries for 15 yards. Receiving the ball, Ryder Owens has 6 receptions, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Cam Jorgensen has 1 reception for 14 yards, and Jeremiah Smith has 2 receptions for 31 yards. Looking at the McMinnville Grizzlies side of the football, as I mentioned, Drew Bazan 4 of 9 for 91 yards passing, 1 interception thrown, and 1 touchdown tonight, completing about 44% of his passes. Riley Martin, 7 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown, averaging 3.7 yards per carry. And Drew Bazan is the only other running back to carry the ball. He's carried the ball 7 times for 6 yards. He's been sacked 4 times, and averaging just under a yard per carry. Grant Yoakum, good to see him back tonight. Brian had the big first reception of the night for 23 yards, and then Dylan Ferreira has the other 3 receptions for 68 yards and 22.7 yards per reception. So the McMinnville Grizzlies, they had their opportunities to put some more points up on the board, but unfortunately, untimely turnover and just an inability to move the ball down the field with a couple minutes left to go in the half kind of put them behind the 8 ball, and that's why we have this 14-14 tie, because they've certainly had chances with the turnovers that have been given to them by the Century Jaguars.
Wow.
There you
It's
go.
tough.
That's
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
That's a good thing. It's a good nutshell. The good thing is, too, is that we're not trailing.
No.
It's tied up, so we have a great second half
Yes.
coming up. Can't say that about some of the other scores we have, and I'll give you some of those now. South Salem trailing to the Tornado of North Medford,
No.
20-7 at halftime. West Albany trailing to, or leading, I should say, South Albany at halftime, 44-0. West Lynn taking on Tualatin at home, and they're up in the second quarter, 31-14. Wow, that's a big score.
That is a big score.
Westview is all over number 15 Mountainside by a score of 42-15. That is also in the second quarter.
Wow.
So that's a huge score there. Sherwood on top of Liberty, 20-7 at halftime. Silverton 20, Dallas 15. That's number 70. It's number 19, and that's at halftime.
That's number 2 versus number 3.
Oh, that's not what I see right there. Silverton 19, 7. Okay.
I think it's 2 and 3, but that's okay.
Well, Jeff's always right. South Eugene 0, Churchill 28 is score I have there. And just going quickly, Douglas on top of South Umpqua 13-0. Henley is the big one you're waiting for. Henley 7.
You know I am.
Marshfield 6. That is a halftime score. Willamette on top of North Salem, which is to be expected.
Uh-huh.
They must have different rankings. They have Willamette as number 12.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
I'm just going off the rankings they have here.
Who
This
is that? What
Max
is that?
Preps.
Oh, interesting.
And
I wonder
Willamette,
if that's statewide.
Willamette 14, North Salem 6.
I wonder if that's statewide,
At
regardless of
quarterback, quarter 2.
North Salem giving them a tough game
Right
because
now.
Willamette has really been rolling.
They have been. Springfield on top of Crater, 13-12 in the second quarter.
Okay.
Banks on top of Valley Catholic, 50-5. Franklin on top of Grant, 14-7. That's in the second quarter. And Nelson 13 and CCHS. That's Central Catholic, nothing. You hear that?
I did. Central Catholic zip.
Yes,
That's awesome.
it is.
I mean,
So-
if I was rooting for a team to lose,
You would never do that.
I would not.
All righty. Stason, let's see. Going into some other scores. Don't have that. And Jeff, I don't know if you have any more, but that's
I do
what I've
not.
got. So.
Yeah, I was looking on the other site that we have, and they were exact same scores as you had. So
All righty. So our score here is the important one. It is 14-0.
I'm going to check one of our ex people. You know who I'm talking about, just to see where he might be tonight.
We have an X. All right. I didn't know we broke up.
Well.
So 14-14 is our score here. We are here at halftime. We have the band doing their show here, which is great. Let's go ahead and take a moment and let them do their thing, and then we'll go to a break.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight. To their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kicking. Rock, rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. Yam Hill today, it's where we stand with pride. With our Grizzlies marching, it's a thrilling ride.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Big Box is small rugs.
Big Box is big rugs. Big Box is flooring. Is comforters.
Big Box is fun.
Big Box is axe throwing. Deal is we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5. We are right across the street from the Yamhill County Fairground. Come on down and see us.
As we come back here to McMinnville High School, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey. And Jeff, big games this weekend college-wise.
There is a big game down in the Eugene, but I did have another score, but I got a cough, so hang on.
Okay, well, you know where the button is. Just turn the button down. You'll be perfect. There we go. Jeff and announcing his cough.
There's nothing like pizza. No, the big score, halftime.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Blazers. 69, Golden State 56.
I couldn't bet that was going to happen.
To say it's been a tumultuous couple of days for the Blazers would be on camp. But the other one I wanted to look up, World Series started tonight, Brian.
Baseball.
Baseball's
gone. I'm done with baseball.
Yeah, well, you know what? We need to tariff the heck out of Canada now, out of Toronto specifically.
Hey, that was my joke, by the way. And I noticed that you used it on Twitter, too. I didn't even say it.
I did.
You stole my joke, you tweeted it, and then you said it on the radio. What's the score?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, well, I thought your wife did, though.
Well, if she's caring enough to watch the game,
okay.
And if anybody cares enough about the Dodgers, the game, Blue Jays, they'll watch the game.
Top of the ninth. LA 4. Toronto 11.
Jeez. Wow.
Yeah. That's. Oh my gosh. That's Shohei Ohtani had a homer. Okay, they had it says the headline I'm seeing, but Blue Jays still in control after historic 6th inning. I don't know what that means.
Well, you break into see if you
I
can
can see
it.
what it is.
Okay.
Probably 9 runs in 1 inning.
That's good, right?
Yeah, in baseball. Holy cow. This is in Toronto. For some reason, I thought they were in
L.A.?
L.A. to start the game. So
I think Toronto had a better record, didn't they?
They did, but I don't know why I thought L.A. had it this year. But anyway, so that's going to be not good. We got a Cal-Virginia Tech game in second overtime. 42-34, Cal with the ball, though.
Nice.
With the Virginia Tech 12, so that's double overtime. Boise and Nevada tied at 3 in the second. Montana, Sac State, 24-14. We got the Dartmouth-Columbia rivalry, 49-3 final. And the North Texas Charlotte 54-20, shellacking. North Texas wins that one. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week in local sports. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, I mean, we're going to hear a lot about it.
Yes, we are.
Everyone's talked about it for days already. And so, yeah, unfortunately, that is going to carry on. But hopefully get by that. And I think it's going to be an interesting
But it looks like they're playing well tonight if they're up by 13 at halftime. So
there you go. Do you know where Kevin Love is playing this year?
Kevin Love is playing for
this is how much I did not know.
Some sort of city league team up in Portland, out in Lake Oswego or something.
Yeah, called Utah.
He plays for Utah.
He's in Utah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
As the Grizzlies are back on the field, coming out here to do some warm-ups here, and Century on the far side. Just a reminder, if the Grizzlies win tonight, Jeff.
When they win.
When they win. If they win,
No,
when they win.
When?
You can go to Big Box Returns. Tomorrow and Sunday, or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once
One
over
or
the
the
weekend.
other, yes.
Yeah, it's not both. One or the other.
I mean, you can go there twice.
But
Please do.
you get a $5 coupon if they win. And all you have to say is, go Grizz.
Yeah.
And you say, hey, I heard it on the radio. I heard it on YamHillToday.com. Say, go Grizz. Scott and Amy will hook you up. Big Box Returns will be there. They'll know what's going on if they win tonight.
When they win tonight.
Okay.
I want Scott to videotape everybody who does the Go Grizz though, because I want to see like some emphasis. I want to see some excitement, not just
there you go.
Not just like Go Grizz, but like Go Grizz. Something just a little impressive there.
So when you go in there, when you go to Big Box tomorrow, go Grizzlies, and you just make. If you were Scott, you would jump up and down, probably take your shirt off,
like do a
make
big
a bear,
thing.
take your shirt off, and you roll around. Scott would do that.
Yes.
It'd be great. It'd be glorious. I think I might. I'm going to do that. I'm doing that tomorrow if they win.
I'm not doing that, but when they win.
There you go. All right, our score is 14-14. We're a couple minutes away from kickoff. And, Jeff, what do the Grizzlies have to do to win this game here in the second half?
Well, I'd like to see a little more consistency on the offensive side of the ball, Brian. They've had a couple drives where they got some points, especially off of turnovers. See if they can do that again. But I think when they come out of halftime here, it's going to set the tone of what they want to do. Again, their rushing attack has just been stymied again tonight. Thanks to Drew Bazan and some receivers that have come through for him, both who weren't in the lineup last week. See if we can get the ball to them a little bit more. Rely on those seniors, Brian. I know they got a lot of young guys playing, but it's time for the seniors to really step up and do some big things here tonight.
Now, you talk about that on the other side of the ball, Century, they're going to have to rely on their sophomores.
They are. Their 2 outside linebackers have just been playing really well tonight. Seamus Holmes and Dougie Edwards, both sophomores, as you mentioned, and they do a really good job of setting the edge and then forcing things back inside, which has made the running tough for Riley Martin and Drew Bazan. And so, you got to find a way to neutralize those guys on the edges, Brian.
All right, we're about a minute away. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to throw my jacket on as I get warmed up here as we are tied. We're at halftime, getting ready for the third quarter. Don't go away here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 435-1900. Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
It's like a magician, Jeff. I am back.
You are back and with a little coat on.
Yes, it is. All righty. We are back here for the second half. And here's the kick, and it's going to be a long kick, and it's going to be towards the end zone. No, it's going to go out of bounds at the same spot, this time at the 7-yard line. And I think the Grizzlies are okay with that, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. They'll get the ball at the 35-yard line, so decent field position. Again, for this drive, McMinnville had 7 drives in the first half. Let's see if they can have a couple more with some touchdowns at the end of them this time.
That would be exactly what they want to do, is they will put the ball at the 35-yard line. That's where McMinnville will start it. Let's see if they can get that offense going like it was in the first quarter.
They did some nice things to get 14 points on the board, Brian. So let's see if, like you said, they can recapture that momentum.
They're in that diamond backfield once again. They're going to break off of it. Matt McKay is going to come over here to the tight end position. One receiver, single coverage on the far side. We've got movement just like that against McMinnville. It's a tough one, Jeff.
That is a tough one, and we talked about senior leadership, Brian, and, well, there's the senior right there getting a false start to push you back, and 1st and 15 now is McMinnville, not their favorite down and distance. They've had it a lot this year, though, unfortunately.
I don't know how many teams that's their favorite, but there's probably a couple out there. Here we go. They're going to pitch it back, and it's going to be Martin. He's going to go forward, full set of steam, and he's going to go forward for a nice run as he gets a 14-yard gain. He's going to get to the 44-yard line.
Just about a yard short, and that was some good hard running by Riley Martin there out on the edge. Drew Bazan pitched it right at the last minute. Took a pretty good shot there, but Martin does a good job getting up the field. Brings up 2nd and short. That's a better.
Yeah, much better.
A lot of teams like 2nd and short.
Yes, they do. Here we go. Bazan, shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Martin right up the middle. He's going to try to go off the left side, and he's going to get enough for a first down with his second chance little bend there, and it's going to be marked at the 46-yard line. First down, Grizzlies. Nice job there by Martin. Just a stretch enough to get that first down.
Yeah, and the tackle forward kind of didn't help either, or didn't hurt either, did it? But he did a good job. He was just patient, waiting behind the blocker, and when he saw a little opening, took what he could. And keep those chains a-moving.
That's all you have to do. We are here in the third quarter, and we'll get that updated right now as we get ready to go. Here we go. 1st and 10. Bazan is going to throw it. He's going to drop it off here, and it's incomplete. Just trying to just drop it off to I think that was Vining, and just a little bit out of his reach, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think Drew felt a little pressure, more than what was there, and thought he had to get rid of the ball a little quicker than he did. Would have been nice to also have that ball thrown to the inside instead of the outside as the running back's coming out of the backfield. There's a little easier catch if it's on the inside shoulder rather than the outside shoulder.
All right, you got that diamond backfield once again. Single coverage up on top. And let's say they're going to run the ball this way, and they pitch it, and it goes onto the turf, and coming down with it is McKay, and he did a good job of just going down and protecting the ball, and Bazan pitched that one because he had pressure. He had to, and once again, Century getting in there quickly.
Generous spot there to the 35, only a loss of 11, but a loss of 11, just a loss of 11.
3rd down and 22. That's definitely one you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's some teams that would like that. Or maybe it could be worse, I guess.
It could be.
It is. So it is 3rd down and 22. Ball is on the 34-yard line, almost the 35. Shotgun formation as Bazan will be all night long. He's got 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side, and we've got a flag once again. Going to go against McMinnville. Probably a false start.
Yep.
And they are going to move it back. And as I said, it could be worse than 3rd and 22.
3rd and 27.
That is worse, isn't it?
And they've lost 5 yards from when they started the
wow
drive. They started the drive at the 35-yard line, so they're going the wrong way right now.
Oh, here we go. They're in that 2 receivers on the top, 2 on the bottom once again. Martin in the backfield. Jaguars showing blitz. And they are going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it quickly, and they do throw it here on the near side. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. It almost really fell in. It shouldn't Yoakum was with the intended receiver, but it fell into the hands of, that was a different number than I thought. Number 1, that was Benson, I believe. And Benson couldn't believe the ball fell into his hands. He was kind of shocked more than anything. And the Grizzlies lucky they didn't throw an interception there.
Very lucky.
As they are going to have to kick on 4th and 26 now, which is worse than 3rd and 22. Come on, you've got to laugh a little bit. Okay, here we go.
It's on tape, though, and I don't want to laugh on tape.
Tape, man.
Video,
how old are
whatever,
you?
digital. Hey, I'm old. You know that.
Here we go. Here's the snap. The kick is off. It's a good punt. And it's going to be taken about the 35-yard line. It bounces over his head, and he's going to have to jump on it and just be safe. And it's going to end up being a good punt there overall. And just a mistake there by the sophomore Ryder Owens, who looks like he tried to make something happen or lost it at the last second because it just kind of bounced and went out of his hands, and he just had to jump on it.
Well, you wonder if there was maybe a gust of wind or something that popped up. Could have been.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
All righty, 9:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We are tied up at 14. Century with their first possession of the second half.
42 yards on the punt, Brian. A good punt.
Now, you notice that, though, as Keller was really booming them in practice.
He was.
More than usual. And
nice hang time, too.
He's had some good punts here today. Here we go. It's going to be a switch handoff. Going to go to the right side. And it's going to go a nice open field tackle over on the far side. And actually maybe a huge touchdown-saving tackle there by Coda Spencer. And it's going to be a 11, 12-yard gain. Spencer may have hurt his left
something
in his arm. He's holding his arm. I don't know if coaches see that down there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He's still holding it. He's going to stay out there.
You hope that's not like he's kind of standing there, collarbone or something. He's reaching up kind of towards his shoulder and then back down towards his wrist. So he's a gamer.
He's going to stay out there. We got troops here on the near side. And they drop back, and they're going to throw it over on the far side. Has a receiver. It is up for grabs and is incomplete, and here comes the flag. They're going to say it is pass interference on the far side, and that wasn't as bad as the one earlier in the first half.
Looked like really good coverage over there, Brian, by Cullen Hurley. He had inside leverage, and I don't see that he was tackling him or impeding the play. So they're going to move the ball down. They're not that far.
We're going to look at it in our little.
He's got inside position.
We were trying to see it in our little replay here, if we can see. And there it is. And
that's
a
tough one.
Maybe a makeup call from that one earlier.
That's a tough one is all I'm going to say on that one.
It is going to be an automatic first down for Century as they get it. And it'll be at the 46, 47-yard line. Going to be an inside handoff and a trip up, not before a gain of about 3 or 4 yards, to about the 43-yard line is where they'll end up marking them.
Yep, 3 yards, and that was Morales on the play, the big back. That's just 54 yards on 9 carries now. And Century moving the ball here and need the defense to step up, Brian. Make some plays.
They come up here now. It is 2nd down and 7. Drop back, and they're going to throw it quickly. And Owens, he's going to catch it. He's going to go down to the right side. He's going to get a first down or more as he takes some tacklers with him as he gets inside the 28-yard line. And there comes another flag late after the play.
Don't know what that could be. We'll wait and see what they call, if it was an after the flag or looks like it might be against Century.
They're still talking there. Let's see what the white hat decides to say. He's talking again, and Century is moving back.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't had many penalties here tonight, have they, Jeff?
Let's see. We got unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. This will be their 5th penalty accepted. So we're going to move that ball back to the 43-yard line after the 15-yard play. So, yeah, that's their 5th penalty for 50 yards tonight. So they've had 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. That's the second one.
The first down is given to them, so it's going to be 1st and 10 as the ball is placed at the 43, as Jeff said. 8:01 to go here in the third quarter. We are tied here at 14. Which has a great game here. Just a reminder, if the Grizzlies win.
Yes.
You'll say when they win.
When they win.
You can go to Big Box Returns tomorrow and say, go Grizz, and they'll give you a $5 coupon either tomorrow or Sunday. Only one per family, one per weekend. So here we go. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off. Going to go around the left side. Going to break through. And Owens breaks second tackle, and he's going to keep going forward. Here comes a flag come flying in. Not before Owens gets inside the 29-yard line. And actually, that wasn't Owens, was it?
Morales.
Was that Morales?
Yeah.
It was. He ran like Owens there that time. And let's see what the flag is going to be.
I think it's going to be a holding call back at about the 40-yard line.
I guess that could explain why he
had a hole there.
And let's see what they decide to do here.
There's actually 2 flags. There's one at the 35 and one at the 40. One by the kickoff marker at the 40 and then one here on the near hash at the 35. So there could be 2 penalties here.
They are going to move the ball backwards, it looks like.
Yep, that one is declined. And then they're going to accept the 10-yarder because you get a few more yards on the penalty. So
right.
It's going to end up being a 3-yard run with a 10-yard penalty after the fact. So it's going to be 1st and 17.
Another first down.
Yep.
All righty. 7:48 to go. It is 1st and 15. After all is said and done, right at the midfield stripe. As they come out here, 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. They're going to throw and fake it, and he's going to fake it again. He's going to drop back, and now he's got pressure. He's got to go. He's got a lot of pressure. He throws it, and it is caught, and it's going to be down near the 40 and inside the 35-yard line. A good job by the receiver to come back and get that, and a good job there by the quarterback, Elizarajas, and he made the pass, and Jorgensen with the reception and got huge yards.
All the way down to the 34-yard line, so 16 yards, 1 yard short of the first down. That's disheartening there.
It really is, because they had the pressure, they had them down, and they had everything working against them, and they just made the plays, what Elizarajas did. Handoff, no, they're going to throw it on the right side. Has a receiver, it is caught. Jorgensen's going to get it, and he's going to get down to the 23-yard line. And a nice job there. Had everybody fooled. Had a guy coming there on a little slant pattern, wide open. Perfect pass, perfect guess.
Back-to-back passes to him, and go to the guy that's hot. And they just did there. As Elizaris is now 3 for 3 here to start this second half.
6:40 and counting. We are tied up at 14. Century doing a good job of moving the ball, taking some time off the clock, and they are going to hand it off. Morales is going to get nowhere except for maybe a loss of a half a yard as they mark him back outside of the 25-yard line.
Great job by Altree to shoot through there, Brian. He saw that play and diagnosed it early and in the backfield quickly for a loss of 2.
Wow, they actually got him a good spot because they do mark it back another yard and a half. Well, you're right, Jeff. It is going to be marked at the 26-yard line now. I guarantee this is 4-down territory if they need it here for Century.
Yep. And McMinnville has pushed them away twice so far in this game on 4th and over on down type of situation.
2 receivers on each side, and they're going to fake it to the right, and they're going to throw it to the right. It's a hard little shot. It is incomplete. Had a receiver coming across with Jorgensen. I don't think he got to the right spot at the right time. And actually, Yoakum was there to help stir things and mix it up a little bit as well.
Yeah, he was almost closer to making the catch than the wide receiver was on the far side. As he was looking to Ryder Owens again, who has 7 receptions for 44 yards and a touchdown so far tonight.
5:50 to go in the third quarter, tied up at 14. We haven't had a score since the first quarter.
No, it's been a long time.
It has been. Both teams stepped it up defensively.
What that tells me is both teams' defenses made some good adjustments after that first quarter.
Here we go. One receiver on, two receivers on each side, I should say. One back in the backfield. I believe that is Morales. There's some movement. No call there. Alzaris drops back. He's got pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. And a good job of getting there and making the sack with nobody else around him was Daniel Dilworth.
Great job. He just motor kept going, Brian. He's like, I'm getting this guy, and he just kept him moving. Where are they going to put the ball back? They're going to say first contact at the 38-yard line. So loss of 12 on the play, and that couldn't have come at a better time. That's going to be the third sack of the night on Elizaris. Now they are going to be forced to punt here.
It won't be fourth down territory now. You're way back at the 38-yard line, standing at the 49 for the punt. Here is the snap. It's good, and he is going to get it off, and it's going to hit inside the 10-yard line, be taken at the 4, and then swung backwards, but not taken down. Going there and making one tackle. Going to break a second tackle. Now it's going to come across midfield, and then he gets taken down.
There's
Dakota
a flag
Spencer with the run.
Yeah, there's a flag on the far side of the field at the 15. It's probably going to bring him back, but that was a good job of picking that ball up at the 4, wasn't it, and getting out what he could.
It was. I was going to say, why are you picking it up? But then I did a good job of getting a return, but unfortunately that flag may send it backwards, Jeff.
Pretty sure it's going to, but
it is.
Better position probably at the 8-yard line than the 4-yard line?
There you go.
That's what I'm going to go with positive, right?
There you go. Block to the back. We'll move it backwards. And they are going to step it off. And it'll be right at the 8-yard line. And that's where the Grizzlies will begin with 4:51 to go here in the third quarter. Still 14-14. Glad to have you here on AM 1260 KOIC and also YamHillToday.com. Here we go. We got the diamond backfield for the Grizzlies. And they're going to go right up the middle and just a nice little run. Going to pick up a couple yards as he may have got to the 11-yard line and gain of 3.
Is that Thompson? No, that was Strickland in there.
Strickland?
First carry of the night.
Mixing it up a little bit.
Give him 3.
It is going to bring second down and 7 now. Trying to see who all is in that backfield back there.
Strickland and Benson?
I think Benson is back there.
I mean Benson and Riley.
Handoff, and it's going to be a gain of a couple yards here as he gets to the 14-yard line. Got to get to the 18 for a first down. Got to bring up third and about 3.5 yards.
Riley Martin on the carry. And it is hard to tell who's in that backfield in that diamond because they're so close. They're bunched so close together.
I know back there, Strickland is back there. Martin was there as well as they break the huddle here.
They got McKay back there too, and Vining.
They do. Vining and McKay. They're mixing it up a little bit. Trying to see where everybody else is at. Here we go. Big third down play. 3rd and 4 officially. They're going to throw it and drop in. They throw it on the far side. It is caught, and it's going to be a first down and a reception there by Jackson Altry.
Put him right down at the 20, so 6 yards. He knew he needed 4, and he went 6, and that's just a great awareness there by Jackson.
Run that route so you get that first down if you get that pass, and that's exactly what he did. Pick up a first down, ball sitting at the 20-yard line, down to 3:13 and counting. And they got only 2 backs in the backfield now. Add a little bit of help there if needed, and they're going to run right up the middle, and that is Bizon. Bizon is going to get to about the 24-yard line.
Didn't even look like he wanted to consider the option on that play.
No, he did.
He just like put the ball down, and I'm taking off for 4 yards.
That was the only option there. Was no option.
Yep.
So he does do that, and is going to bring up second down and 6. 2:38 to go. Both teams very happy to take some time off the clock with each possession.
Really shortening the game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Here we go. We got the diamond backfield now. They're all flanking Bazan. One receiver here on the near side. Single coverage. Are they going to go for it? They are. They're going to throw here on the near side. It is caught at the 30-yard line by Nelson. Nelson's going to be close to a first down. And it is going to be a first down. They're going to mark it there. Good job there by Nelson. Nice route, nice pass. They saw the single coverage, and they went for it. Sure, it was short, but enough for a first down.
Yeah, right at the sticks, wasn't it, Brian? But that was a just, like you said, quick out, so to speak, and knew he needed 6 and got right to the 30-yard line for the first down. But the drive continues now, under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Here's they come back up, 1st and 10. And Nelson is by himself once again over on the far side this time. Bizon has 2 backs in the backfield, and they are going to hand it off to Martin. Is that right? Going to go right up
I think that's Benson.
That is Benson.
Strickland.
And Benson Strickland goes forward, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards and maybe 7. Nice job there by the Grizzlies. And I wonder where Martin is I don't see him out there now.
Looking for him on the sideline.
We are going to see, and it is going to bring up 2nd down and 3s. We're down to 112. And they do have McKay in the backfield, Strickland in the backfield. And here we go. Single coverage up on top once again. They're going to hand it off, inside handoff, going to go forward, and in still pushing the pile. Going to be a first down or more, and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's going to be a nice gain of about 7.5, 8 yards to the 45-yard line by Benson Strickland.
Yeah. 3 carries for 18 yards here in the half, and he's doing a yeoman's job while Riley Martin is not out there, Brian. And I don't see him on the sideline.
Is he there at the 50-yard line? Is that him? His helmet off?
Oh, yep, it is.
Okay.
You are correct.
Here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10,
Good
ball
eyes.
at the 45-yard line. Diamond backfield once again. They are going to hand it off with a little misdirection and going to be maybe a short gain. And they're going to say the ball was down. The ball did pop out, but not before McKay was down. Going to be no gain for the Grizzlies, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
It's a tough call there for McMinnville. Looks like that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
After 3, we're tied at 14 here at Workman Stadium. Don't go away. We've got a great fourth quarter coming up. So we're all tied up. It's going to be a great one. We're back right after this.
Working at Willamette Valley Medical Center, being part of Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been a fun part of my practice. My goal in taking care of patients is to allow them the opportunity to live their healthiest life. I think between me and my partners, we can really cover the breadth of orthopedics. So my area of expertise being sports medicine, my partners in hand surgery and joint replacement surgery with knee and hip, I think have been a great complement to our practice and kind of providing a full service range of orthopedic care and coverage for our patients. What I do, what my partners do, are getting people back to doing the things that they want and need to do, whether it's with the advent of surgery or with non-operative treatment options. We partner with the patient and figuring out what treatment plan is best designed for them and their goals and their ambitions, and we work well in doing that together.
As we come back here to McMinnville High School, Workman Stadium, Brian Harris along with Jeff Ivey as we get ready for the fourth quarter of play. We're all tied up here at 14. Grizzlies have the ball, 2nd down and 10. And they are going to throw it over on the far side. They have a receiver. It's Yoakum, and he's going to catch it, but he's going to go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. He had lots of room in front of him if he catches that and turns up.
He did. And you could not only hear me groan, but I think you could hear all the coaches in the coaching booth right next to us groan, because that play would have gone for 7 or 6 if he could have stayed in bounds. It was a really nicely designed play.
We're going to bring up 3rd down and 4 now. The clock does stop as he does go out of bounds, and we are here to start the fourth quarter. And here we go. Grizzlies with the ball, trying to move forward. Bizon draws back. He looks. He's got a little bit of pressure. He's going to go to the right side, and he's going to throw it away, and it's incomplete. And the coaches are saying, hey, what about grounding? You got both of them saying that, and now they're going to talk about it on the far side, and then they're going to pull out the flag and throw it. It is going to be a grounding call against McMinnville.
Yep, and Drew Bizon has done that a couple times this year, Brian. where he tries so hard to make the play, but unfortunately no wide receiver in the area whatsoever. So going to be a 5-yard penalty from the 45-yard line, or from the 40-yard line back to the 35, and that's really going to set McMinnville back in a hole.
They will have to punt now as they go back to do that, standing right around the 17, I guess the 18, 19-yard line. Back to receive Owens and Hurley once again for the Jaguars. And here we go. Here's the snap. Keller is at the 24-yard line, I should say. Now he's going to move back to the 23-yard line. Here's the snap, and we've got a flag.
I was going to say, I thought I saw some movement there.
And probably a good thing was we have movement against McMinnville.
Mm-hmm.
And so move it back even more. That good leg that we saw so far this game and pregame show, we're going to have to see it again.
Yep, and you can see Century defenders return team, 2 guys back deeper than they were when he bombed the 60-yarder earlier in the game.
All righty, now standing back at the 18-yard line. Here's the snap. It's low. Keller is going to get it off, though, and it's going to be taken at about the 40. He's going to let it bounce and go to bounds inside the 30-yard line. They got a good Grizzly bounce there, and they're going to mark it at the 29. Nice job there.
Yeah.
No return, which is important, and a good kick.
41 yards on the punt and no return. That is a great kick.
We will definitely take that. So the only bad thing is Century has the ball now with 11:40 to go in this ball game. 14-14 is our score. We haven't had a score since the first quarter of play. We're all tied up at 14. Both teams defensively making some stops. Offensive, probably both of them are struggling a little bit offensively as well.
They both really are, Brian. McMinnville, since the first quarter, has 61 yards and 120 or so for Century since the first quarter.
Here's the handoff, and it's going to be, it should have been hitting the backfield, but a good job of going forward and just kind of eluding the tackle. And I believe that was that Morales?
Yep,
or was that
was
it was?
Morales,
Okay,
yeah.
Morales is going to pick up about 3.5, 4 yards. Gets to the 33-yard line. 2nd down, 6 now. Now, if you're Century, Jeff, you just want to take some time off the clock, milk it a little bit, and then hopefully get some points in here, of course. But as little time as you can leave for McMinnville is probably the key.
Yep, and they are leading time of possession so far, Brian, which is a total flip-flop from what
say.
McMinnville is used to, isn't it?
It is. Usually we have the ball for a lot of time. They're going to hand it off. This time going to go over to Owens. Owens going to break it up, and he's going to get a 1st down and more as he gets past the 43-yard line. And just using his speed once again.
Nice little doop-de-doo there, wasn't it, on the outside to avoid a tackle and get about 4 or 5 extra yards on the play. Kind of that fly sweep look, sort of.
It is. It's a little bit of an alteration. But he's so quick and so elusive. He does a good job and is very effective and gets that 1st down. He has some problem dropping the ball, too.
Yes,
We've seen
he's
that
fumbled
tonight. So they got to be aware of that as well. 2 receivers here on the near side. They're going to hand it. No, they're going to throw it right up there. Well, a slant pattern is incomplete. And it's fortunate that the receiver dropped it. Otherwise, Owens, who we just talked about, he would have been in the end zone.
He would have, and that would have put him up over 100 yards. He's got 7 receptions for 44 tonight, along with the 6 carries for 29 yards. So
wow.
He's kind of their all-purpose guy tonight. Probably every night is my guess. One of the 2 or 3 all-purpose guys that they like to really lean on.
He is. David Min gave us some stats to look at. We talked about earlier in the game, and he was one of the guys that he said to watch for us. Here we go, and they're going to throw it. They're going to drop it off here, and it is caught across the midfield down to the 45. Going to be a 1st down, and a good job there. Smith with the reception and got a 1st down, a little bit more. And coming up very slowly there after making the tackle is Kelleher, and he has played a lot tonight.
He has.
Kicking, punting, and then on the line as well.
Yep, both sides of the line. He's one of those stalwarts, Brian, in there that has played just about every play that I can think of so far this year.
Under 10 minutes to go here in regulation. 1st and 10. Owens in motion. He's going to get it on the top. He's going to cut it forward. He's going to get inside the 41-yard line. Again, about 4 yards there is where they'll mark it by Owens once again.
And he just does a good job of just sitting back behind his blockers and waiting for a little seam to open up, and then he hits it and gets what he can. And a pretty good pursuit from the inside out by McMinnville on that play. But, we're under 9.5 to go, so one of these time-consuming drives can really, really switch a momentum up, and Century's certainly doing a good job on this drive so far.
Here they go. They drop back, and they're going to throw it. They throw it to the outside. They have a receiver incomplete. The receiver could not get past his guy. The ball was overthrown by a lot from the receiver and also the defender. As if you look back at the quarterback, Jeff, he is coming up pretty slow because he got hit after he threw the ball, and that's why he had to let go of it really early.
Well, he was getting tremendous pressure up the middle and was, I think, hit by 2 McMinnville Grizzly defensive linemen there. But you're right. He is he was even over there stretching out that leg just a little bit. So big hit there.
9:08 to go as the clock has stopped. 3rd down and 6. Be surprised if you see him actually try to throw the ball here, Jeff, after that big hit. But let's say that, and he's going to throw it immediately. They're going to throw it right up the middle. Slant pattern is going to be enough for a 1st down. They are so effective on that, Jeff. And you see Smith with it there, and sometimes you see Owens with it as well. And I think we've also seen Jorgensen. That time Smith, great route, great pass.
A great route is correct. Just sits down, kind of just 8 yards down the field, falls forward for another 2. And Smith with 4 receptions for 53 yards now tonight, Brian. And, boy, this is one of those back-breaking type of drives if they can put some points in the end zone. But even take off a few more minutes of clock because McMinnville's offense has kind of struggled since that first quarter tonight.
8:30 to go, a little inside handoff, and it's going to go forward, and Smith almost broke the tackle. He does get a couple yards, but you're right, Jeff, nice play there by McMinnville to make the stop. And we got to give credit where credit is due there.
Nathan Ott.
Yeah, which is a huge takedown. They give him a good spot, though. They end up giving him 3.
Yeah, that's 3 more than I thought he got. But.
Yeah, almost 4. Jeez. Okay, ball is on the 27-yard line. Our 28-yard line with 8 minutes to go here in the regulation, I should say, as we are tied up at 14.
Taking off over 4 minutes off the clock, Brian. Remember, this drive just started on the 29-yard line of Century, so it's not like they've gone a long ways yet. They've gone about 50 yards.
There's a high snap, and the ball's on the ground, and let's see who gets it. McMinnville says they have it, and they do, the way the Century guys are acting, and it is going to be a fumble. And Julian Morales, I believe, was the guy who fumbled it. And they're going to turn the ball back over to McMinnville.
Wow, what a timely play there, Brian, as that's just what McMinnville wanted. The 3rd fumble of the night for Century. Couldn't have come at a better time for McMinnville.
Yeah, fumbles have really hurt them because they, like I said, have 3, and those are 3 huge ones. And now Grizzlies have to take advantage of it. In this tie ball game with 7:40 to go. It is 14-14. Glad to have you here on AM 1260 KLYC in McMinnville, also on YamhillToday.com. And here we go. Can the Grizzlies get their offense going here? And the other question is, how is the Century defense going to hold up? They've had a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball here tonight. Bizon draws back. He looks. He's got pressure. He's got a lot of time, actually. And he throws across the middle, and it is caught midfield, and it's going to be one guy to beat. He's going to go down near the 10-yard line, and a good job by Bizon, and a good catch there by Dylan Ferrua with a big, big gain for the Grizzlies, and they mark them down at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10.
65 yards on the play, Brian. Could not have come at a better time, and that's what we were asking for from our seniors there as Ferreira does big-time things.
Yeah, Ferrua did a good job there. Bizon does give a handoff, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 yards as he gets to the 7-yard line. Just kind of plowing up the middle.
Looks like Martin back in there. That's good to see. He must have just been taking off a series. Last series.
And it's good to see him back there because he's a big part of it. When you got Farua, you got Martin, you got Yoakum back there, and it's good to have them healthy and in there. As here they come now. It is 2nd down and 7 from the 7, the 2nd goal. Farua over on the far side by himself, single coverage. And they are going to throw. Bizon's got pressure. He's going to rush down. He's trying to direct traffic on the far side, and it is incomplete. Try to have Farua come back. It is incomplete, and it's going to drop. He's going to bring up 3rd down and goal now.
That was close. Farua almost came up with the great catch, but good defense on the far side also by the cornerback, getting his hand in there to kind of play havoc.
That's about all you can do. Yep. There was a lot of traffic there in the
there
corner
was.
of the end zone. All righty.
I've seen worse called with a flag tonight. I'm just saying.
There you go. There you go. Farua over on the far side by himself. Once again, we got that diamond backfield. And they're going to throw it. Bizon draws back. He looks. He's got pressure. He's going to come out of it. He's going to try to go up the middle. And he is going to be taken down. And he is going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And was right. And that's going to bring up 4th down. The Grizzlies will send on their field goal team, it looks like right now.
I was uh-ohing because I thought he dropped the ball. I thought there was a fumble the way that the defender kind of swiped at it. But it's a big kick right here, Brian, with 6:10 to go. Probably will happen with under 6 minutes to go as we're missing a field goal kicker.
I was going to say we're missing the kicker, aren't we?
So McMinnville's going to take a timeout.
All righty, we'll take timeout as well. 6:05 left to go in the regulation. We're tied at 14. Grizzlies are going to attempt a field goal. We'll be back right after this on AM 1260 KLYC McMinnville and YamHillToday.com.
Are you looking to spend less and get more on your next vehicle? At Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan, they've got you covered. As McMinnville's premier Ford and Nissan dealership, they offer a wide selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, all in a stress-free, customer-first environment. Their motto, big enough to serve you, small enough to care, means you'll enjoy the convenience of a large dealership with the personal touch of a local business. Visit Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan at McMinnville today or call 503-376-9650. Chuck Colvin Ford Nissan.
As we come back here, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey as we are here now to kick the field goal, and Farua will be on to kick, and it'll be a 25-yard field goal. And Jeff, fortunately, there's no rain, no wind to speak of.
Yeah,
here we go.
The wind really did.
High snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 6:01 left to go in regulation, the Grizzlies take the lead 17-14 over Century. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
As we come back here, and Jeff, the Grizzlies put up a field goal to make it 17-14. First points we've seen here in the second half, and actually since the first quarter for either team.
Yep, the last score was at 4:06 to go, actually in the first quarter, or 1:04 to go in the first quarter. So we played a long time of football without any points, and McMinnville couldn't have come up with much needed more points than right there. Now the defense really needs to step up, Brian, and see what they can do here, because to be quite honest, Century has moved the ball. They've been their own worst enemy at times, fumbling the football 3 times tonight.
Right. I totally agree with that, as Eric Moon is on to kick, the left-footed kicker, and it's just going to be a wobbly kick, and it's going to be taken at the 35-yard line, the 40, and a huge hit at the 42-yard line. And, Jeff, you mentioned kicking it out of bounds, but a short kick and an okay return gets you in a good field position for Century.
You're not going to get it anywhere near Ryder Owens, are you?
No.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I am totally okay with that.
Yeah, I totally agree as well. As we're at 5:55 to go in the regulation, I'll say the fourth quarter, 17-14 is our score, and Jeff is exasperated.
I'm not exasperated. I was just breathing deeply,
okay.
exhaling deeply.
All right.
With purpose.
With purpose. There you go. All right, here we go. Trips over on the far side for Century. They're going to hand it off, and it's going to go right up the middle. And guess who? Owens is going to break it across midfield. He's going to get first down and more to the 46-yard line of McMinnville.
Well, 12 yards there. And that's just that inside handoff that they run, kind of counter. They take it back and make him look like he's going left. And then Owens comes back right and an inside handoff. And usually so far tonight he's done a good job. He's averaging just over 5 yards per carry. That's 48 yards on 9 carries to go along with his 44 yards in receptions on 7.
2 receivers here on the near side. Owens now going to go in motion, and they're going to throw it. No, they're going to be pulling it down. He's going to keep it. He's going to go right up the field and do a good job of get down, not before he gets to the 42-yard line, pick up about 3.5 yards, and a good job there of realizing there was nothing there was Elizaris, and just kept it and went forward, got some positive yards.
Well, there was some really good pressure on the far side. I believe that was Dilworth in there to make him – he wanted to throw the ball out to the flat, it looked like, and Dilworth got his hands up, and so he had to pull the ball down, the quarterback did, and run up the field to get as much as he could with 4:45 to go here in the game.
Here we go. They're going to throw it. They're going to throw it quickly. Anthony Owens is almost picked up over on the far side, and Owens is going to be run out of bounds and almost tipped at least, if not intercepted, and getting his hands up there. Was that McKay?
I think that was Spencer.
It was? All righty. I think you're right. No, it was Altry.
Altry, okay.
Yeah. Altry almost got it and almost just grabbed it out of midair, which would have been huge.
Crazy.
But it's going to be a good gain. And out of bounds, it's going to be a first down at the 34.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Down to 4:40 to go still in the fourth quarter. And let's see if Century tries to mix it up a little bit more here. Kind of some different formations here. And they're going to hand off to Owens, and he's going to try to break it out to the right side.
Nice
and
job.
He's going to be taken down. And he is going to be hit, and it's going to be hit for a loss of about 1.5 yards. And good job there by Thompson. No, that was Spencer with the tackle.
Spencer with the tackle, but give credit to Grant Yoakum for stringing it out, Brian, to just keep the running back Owens. He forced him to keep going wider and wider, and then up came the back to make the play for a loss of 2.
4:09 and counting. It is 2nd down and 12 after that loss there.
And if I'm Coach Danny Kiernan, I'm already thinking this is 4-down territory.
Trailing 17-14. I think that's going to be wise. Here we go. So they're going to draw it back, and they're looking. He's going to be flushed out now. He's got a little bit of pressure. Gets out of it. Takes his time. Then he throws it across the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Owens almost had it, but there is a flag way back at the midfield stripe.
Well, Kelleher took a vicious hit, Brian, blindside hit, and right in front of the official. So there you see the flag right there laying at about the 50-yard line. And this one's coming back for at least 10, maybe 15. It depends on what they call, if it was a personal foul crackback or if it was a block in the back. It'll be interesting to see what they call here.
3:46 on the clock right now.
Yep, crackback block. It was vicious. And Kelleher did a good job standing in there, but that is a big penalty against Century. That's their 3rd accepted not unsportsmanlike, but personal foul, 15-yarder tonight.
And that's going to move it way back as the ball is placed at the 49-yard line now. We haven't seen their kicking game much,
No.
Jeff. I mean, so it's really
We don't
hard
know
to
what
tell.
they have,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So here we go. They've got to get into at least field goal territory if they want to talk about that, I guess. Dropping back, looking. They throw across the middle, and it is incomplete. And Owens almost paid the price there, and it almost could have been picked off as well.
Well, I think if Coda Spencer had been paying a little bit more attention to the ball instead of wanting to make the big hit, he might have come up with that interception right there. But third and a long ways, 3rd and 27 is what they're showing on the scoreboard. This is a couple big plays here for McMinnville.
All righty, 3:42 to go. They're showing trips over on the far side for the Jaguars. And they're going to drop back, and they're going to throw it, and it's going to go incomplete. Try a little inside-out pass there, and a little too hard, and Owens couldn't come down with it. And the Grizzlies really were anticipating it, too.
They were.
They had it defended pretty well.
Yeah, that was not going to go for many yards if the reception had been played. And looks like Danny Kiernan here now is going to send out the punt team and hope that he can use his 3 timeouts in an effective, efficient fashion if he can stop McMinnville's offense from getting a first down or two. As we got 2 backs now in the backfield for McMinnville to receive this punt.
And Coda Spencer is one of them. Here we go. Here's the snap, and they are going to kick it away, and it's going to be a big kick. And Spencer's going to let it bounce, and he takes it about the 10-yard line and tries to go up, and nothing there. And that's where it'll be down at about the 12, 13-yard line with 3:28 to go here in regulation. Just a reminder, if McMinnville wins here tonight, you can stop by Big Box Returns and tell them that, hey, Grizzlies won, so go Grizz. And they'll give you a $5 coupon that you can use this weekend at Big Box Returns. Just tell them that Brian and Jeff sent you. And there you go. Should be a fun time. Let's hopefully they make that happen right here. We don't have a lot of time left, and it's 3:28 officially. And the Grizzlies, Jeff, would love to chew up some time right here.
They really would.
Here we go. We got the diamond backfield. Bizon.
Got to keep control of the ball, though, Brian. No turnovers.
Shotgun, and he hands it off right up the middle, and going to go forward for a short gain, and do out the 15-yard line.
Looks like that was McKay.
Get the sure-handed guys in there, I guess. And now here's the question, Jeff. When do they start calling the timeouts?
Exactly. I think if you can keep them here to, a very short gain here, I think you're definitely going to see Century call a timeout. But again, Bizon just taking his time, getting back to the huddle from the sideline, getting the play call, and just being very, very deliberate because the clock is their friend.
Yes, it is. 2nd down and 8. Ball sitting on the 16-yard line. Bizon's going to wait to the very last second to snap that ball, and here comes the snap. Diamond backfield, and he's going to hand it off, and go to the right side. He's going to break through right up the middle, and he's going to get across to the 21, almost the 22-yard line.
I thought he had a first down for sure there.
Riley Martin.
Looks like Riley Martin on the play, and they are going to put it right at the 22, and now I believe we are going to get the timeout by
Cedric.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say the first official, I think, was calling the wrong way, but Martin with a good 6-yard carry there to bring up a 3rd and short.
2:21 left to go. It's 17-14. Got ourselves a good one here. Don't go away. We'll be back with the conclusion of this here on AM 1260 KLYC and YamhillToday.com. Since 1991, State Farm agent Rich Udy has been serving all of Yamhill County. Rich and his team are here to help you protect what matters most, with life insurance for your loved ones and auto insurance for the road ahead. You'll get personal professional service in English or Spanish from neighbors who truly care. Call or stop by Rich Udy's office today. His number is 503-472-6328. That's 472-6328. Like a good neighbor. As we come back here, Brian Erslong and Jeff Ivey, 2:21 left to go in the ball game. 17-14 is our score. McMinnville in the lead. And let's see, Jeff, big 3rd down. 3rd down and 2. Century has started to take their timeouts now.
Yeah.
They need to stop.
And what do you go to here, Brian? 3rd down and 2 with 2:21 to go. You need a first down to kind of salt things away.
Here we go, and it's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and he's not going to get it. May have got back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a no-gainer for Martin, who comes up a little bit hobbled as well, and it's going to bring up 4th and 2, and the Grizzlies are going to send on their punting unit.
Looked a little rushed, to be honest with you, in the play design and execution. So with 2:15 to go, And we had a timeout, I believe. Yep, timeout by Century. That's their second of the half. So they get the ball back. They'll have one timeout left and around 2 minutes to go in the ball game, Brian, to make something positive happen.
Well, they're depending on where the punt is. Keller has done a good job of punting tonight. Had a big 60-yarder, had a 41-yarder. Let's see what he can do now, and we'll see what they can do defensively. The Grizzlies, if they can come up with a stop here, because really, I think if you're Century, you got to score by touchdown.
You do. We haven't really seen their kicking team. We saw one extra point, and extra points are a lot different than a field goal of 20 or 30 yards. So they're going to have to really probably focus on scoring that touchdown.
All right, 2:17 to go. I think the touchdown's going to be the thing. Now, McMinnville, if they can stop them defensively, it's going to start all off with the Kelleher's punt right here. If he can go with a booming one, that'll help things tremendously. He's going to be standing at about the 10-yard line. And here we go. You've got Smith back here to receive, as well as Hurley. Here is the snap, and it's going to be close to being blocked, but he does get it off, and it's going to be taken at about the 48-yard line, goes across the field, gets into Grizzly territory at about the 46-yard line, and that's where they will start. So good field position, 2:09 to go, and one timeout left.
That's really good field position to start this drive, but McMinnville's defense has stepped up several times when they've been inside the 50.
All righty. If you're a Century, Jeff, you're going to look for Owens, I think. We haven't heard much from Jorgensen here in the second half.
We have not.
But Owens is going to be their key. Look for him because they try to get him the ball quite often. And let's see. Is he in the backfield? Yes, he is. Here we go. 2:09 to go. 17-14. And they're going to hand it off. No, they're going to throw it across there. Slant pattern. It's going to be caught. He's going to get inside the 30-yard line. Still on his feet down to the 20. And then outside the 50. And they get slammed down at the 13-yard line. And he did get a hard hit down there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. And it is going to be a huge pickup for Century with 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. And they're going to check on him. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Our score is 17-14. Grizzlies with the lead, but Century, they are moving the ball. Don't go away here on AM 1260 and yamhilltoday.com.
With Brian and Jeff, the night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight, to their charm. Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports.
As we come back to action here we go. Going to be handoff on the right side, and then trying to cut back, and nothing there. Still on his feet, just pushing the pile. Made a lot out of nothing as he got inside the 6-yard line, Jeff. A good run there. Now, if you're Century, you are going to keep moving the ball. We've got an injured Grizzly down now on the field. Hopefully he's going to be okay as they take a look at him. And this Grizzly defense, they played tough here tonight.
They have played tough, Brian, but they need to be a little tougher now as the ball's going to be put down at about the 6-yard line. And some big hits the last couple plays haven't there.
And that's the thing. When you get down to the end of the game, that's where you start to get guys who are tired and just giving it
laying it all out,
especially with a close game like this.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. And as they look at the injured Grizzly, 1:45 left to go in the ball game. It's 17-14. McMinnville in the lead. We'll be back right after this.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you. using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555.
As we come back here, Thompson is coming off the field. Hopefully he's going to be all right. We've got 1:45 left to go here in regulation. Here we go. Clock starts, and here's the handoff, and it's going to be a keeper actually by the quarterback. He's going to run it up. He's going to get down near the 2-yard line. He's going to get a first down, it looks like, Jeff. Let's see, it is, and it's going to be down to 136. Not only do they want to score, of course, that's the important thing, but they want to take time off the clock. They don't want to give McMinnville any time at all.
100%. Now they're going to have 4 chances from the 2-yard line. Well, at least 3.
If they need them, unfortunately. Yeah. With 2 timeouts for McMinnville, 1 for Century. So I think if you're Century, you want to take as much time off as you can. You don't want to give the Grizzlies and Bizon any time to move the ball down. They are going to take as much time as they can. They may even take their timeout. No, they're going to rush up here quickly. Here we go. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Shotgun formation. I wouldn't be surprised if he just keeps the ball, Jeff. And they hand it off, go around the right side, and pushing, touchdown. And just like that, they get the score they needed with 54 seconds to go.
You know, Justin Morales was not going to be stopped there, was he, Brian?
Nope.
As he just muscled his way into the end zone.
That was a huge drive, and you said it, muscle. He didn't stop. They had him. They couldn't just keep him out. He just pushed his way and drove his legs into the score, and this is the biggest play of the ball game right now. This is the extra point for Century. Here is the snap. It's good, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, as they got close there, Jeff.
They did.
That would have been huge, and now the Grizzlies trail for the first time in a while, 21-17. And now you're going to ask your offense to step up and make something happen with 54 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Well, you got a chance. You're saying there's a chance. You got a chance here, Brian. But you know what you got to do? You got to score a touchdown. It's touchdown or go home.
If you're a Century, do you dare kick it to somebody? Or you kick it out of bounds? What do you do?
I think you might kick it out of bounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Give him the ball at the 35-yard line and say, let's see you do it.
The only good thing about kicking it to somebody is they'll take some time off the clock.
That is true. That is.
But you don't want to take any chances. And, of course, Century coming in here, Jeff, they've lost 4 in a row. Mm-hmm. They would love to get off the schneid. Grizzlies have lost 3 in a row. And let's see what happens the last 54 seconds as the Grizzlies trail 21-17. Of course, a reminder that we will bring you some scores and some stats in our post-game show following this game. So don't go away as we get ready here, as they get ready to kick off. And I say every play is a big play. This is another big play as Mesa gets his foot in, and it's going to be a wild one out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
That was probably the play, huh?
That was the play. That's what he wanted to do. No return. So they are going to mark at the – give him a
34.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but that's kind of where –
So it'll be the 35.
Yes, he'll get to 35, but that's just an awkward kick. But he wanted to do what he wanted to do, right out of bounds. So 54 seconds left. Bizon's got some time, and he's going to have to, I think, really look for Yoakum, Jeff. I think you're going to look for Ultra even, and Ferrua. I think those are the 3. I think Ultra really hasn't been thrown to tonight.
One reception.
He might be the guy you go to because they may not be expecting it.
They're going to, they're going to key on Dylan Ferreira for sure.
Yeah, so Ferrua is so good and so fast, and they've missed him the times he's been out. So same with Yoakum, and they've got 2 receivers on each side. Shotgun formation. Here they go, and they're going to look to the right side. Bizon's going to drop back and looking and try to stay out of pressure. He throws it across, and it is caught at midfield. And one of the officials is saying that it may be down. They're going to say he's down to 49. Okay. They give him a good spot. We're down to 44 seconds to go. They're going to try to move that ball quickly, and let's see if the Jaguars can stop them. Bizon is going to have to get it out of his hands quickly, and he drops back, and we got a flag. Unbelievable. They get the flag, and that's going to move it back, but it does stop the clock with 32 seconds.
They're calling offsides on Century. I thought that was a false start, so.
I think a lot of people did because they were going backwards, even the members of the Grizzlies. So they are going to move it to the 44-yard line. Positive yards for McMinnville. There we go. We'll take it. 1st and 5 now. 32 seconds to go.
8th penalty for 80 yards tonight for Century. Nice thing is the clock stopped on that penalty.
2 receivers on each side. Bizon draws back. He looks. He's going to be flushed out. He just throws it down, and he throws a dead wobbly duck, and it's incomplete. And it should have been intercepted, and that's why Jeff said that, as Kelton Ball had a drop and hit him in his shoulder and then to the ground, and he was the only guy there, and he was on the wrong side.
You know what?
What?
Let's go harken back to 2018 College World Series. Ball dropped. Would have ended the ball game, right?
That's the second time you've referenced that in the last couple of weeks.
Let's hope that is a harbinger of good things to come.
There you go. 26 seconds to go. If anybody knows what Jeff's talking about, Oregon State baseball. And here we go. And dropping to the right is Bizon. He's going to throw it, and he does. He throws it behind his receiver. Intended for McKay. He throws it behind him, and it's going to be incomplete. Stop the clock, nothing else. And down to 21 seconds to go. Third down.
Got to get that ball out in front of McKay on that passing play there.
And it's one of those tough ones, too, because if you don't, you can hang him out to dry, and you throw it behind him. There's no way. There's no chance to even come up with it. So here we go. 3rd down and 5. Grizzlies need to not only get a first down, they need to get some points here. They're trailing by 4, 21-17. Bizon's going to hand it off right up the middle, and Martin's going to go forward. He's going to get about 3 yards, and he's hit at the 41-yard line, and the Grizzlies are going to call a timeout. They've got 2 left. They've got 1 now, and it is 17 seconds left to go, and they are on the 42 or 41. They've got to get into the end zone. It's 4th and 2 here.
I know they were trying to catch him asleep there, Brian, but good job of defensive stand by Century to stay at home and not be drawn away from all the wide receivers into the pattern as they went with a quick draw to Martin. And knowing that they had 2 timeouts, that was not a bad call, in my opinion, by Coach Tomlin.
Not at all, but you've got to get points on the board now. You've got 1 timeout left, I believe.
Yep.
And so what do you do, Jeff? I mean, you've got your main guys. Right? You've got to get a first down at least. So problem is, though, you've got to get some points, and you only have 17 seconds left. Mm-hmm. So I think you, I don't know, open something up the middle, maybe a slant play up the middle. We'll see what happens. Bizon, shotgun formation. And here we go. 4th down and 2. He drops back, he looks, he throws to the right, and he has a receiver, and it is caught, and he is taken down still in bounds. Yoakum comes up with a first down as he gets it to the 34. We're down to 10 seconds to go, and they're going to try to come up here and spike the ball quickly. Bizon gets his team up there, and he takes it, and he throws it down to the ground, and it is going to be incomplete, and they got lucky. No time off the clock there. So 10 seconds to go.
Somebody's going to notice that. But maybe, oh my word. I'm not going to say anything loud.
Alrighty. So 2nd down and 10. And it is 21-17. The Jaguars lead. And here come the Grizzlies now. They have got to get a score down to 10 seconds. Do we look here for Yoakum, McKay? We'll see who they decide to end up going. Bizon draws back. He looks. He's got some pressure. He's got to flush out. He throws it here on the near side. Has a receiver, and it is incomplete. It's intercepted, I should say, down at the 13-yard line. An interception there by Cam Jorgensen, who we said really wasn't getting thrown to a lot. Well, he comes up defensively for his team.
Wow. That's all I can say there, Brian. Wow. 1 second left to go in the game, and Century's going to come out of Dodge with a hard-fought victory tonight here.
They are going to put the ball at the 17-yard line. And Century really stepped up here tonight Jeff. And unfortunately, a fun game. But the score is not going to come out the way we wanted, as they have one snap left in this ball game. As we said, 1 second to go. Here's the snap, and they are victorious. Century comes out, and they defeat the Grizzlies by a score of 21-17. Tough one here.
Heartbreak in McMinnville tonight, Brian, as wow, the first quarter and the fourth quarter was all the scoring, and unfortunately it ends up that Century scored just a little bit more than McMinnville did tonight.
21-17 is our final. Jaguars end up winning this game here tonight. And tough one here for McMinnville. But there's a game next week, and we will bring you all that action as well. We'll bring you some stats as well here in the post-game show. Next week, the Grizzlies take on Glencoe here at home. Jaguars, they'll be taking on Liberty next week as well. So don't go away. The post-game show coming up here from Workman Stadium. Final score, Jaguars 21, Grizzlies 17. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
We are Big Box Returns, and we sell Costco returns. We're going to start at 30% off. But the deal is we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5. We are right across the street from the Yamhill County Fairground. Come on down and see us.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
As we come back into Workman Stadium, Brian Ayers along with Jeff Ivey. And Jeff, a tough one here tonight for the Grizzlies.
Very tough one, Brian. They were really ready to play tonight, and unfortunately a couple untimely turnovers led to the ultimate demise. But they certainly had their chances in this game to kind of take it over, and, well, Century just did enough to get by tonight.
Yeah, they did. A fun game, though. I mean, all the scoring in the first quarter. We thought this was going to be a barn burner here.
Yeah.
14-14 after one, and then both teams kind of settled in. The defenses stuck it up a little bit, and stuck each other, and did a good job of defensively. Third quarter, same thing, and then the fourth quarter kind of opened up a little bit and took some chances, a couple fumbles there. The Grizzlies were on the right spot for a while, but just couldn't get it done defensively there at the end.
Yep, and Ryder Owens certainly had a good game tonight for Century. All-purpose yards, he's going to have over 128 all-purpose yards tonight, 46 on the ground and 82 through the air. Had a touchdown, and also the kickoff return for a touchdown, and that he was really the big play difference maker in the ball game for tonight. Damian Elizaris was 16 of 27 for 175 yards and the one touchdown. On the other side of the ball tonight, Drew Bazan finished 10 of 22 for 197 yards, one touchdown. But again, too many interceptions in a ball game tonight, Brian, with two. And that last one being the most consequential of the game. Riley Martin carried the ball 14 times for 56 yards and a touchdown. And good to see Grant Yoakum back out there, 3 catches for 36 yards, but a big night for Dylan Ferreira, 5 receptions for 149 yards on the night. So it's kind of tough to see that kind of effort wasted, so to speak.
Fruitt did a good job.
He did. He came ready. He hadn't played for a week or so, and 65 yards. He averaged almost 30 yards of reception tonight. So he brought it all, and just some tough things. overall team stats are very close. 263 yards of total offense for McMinnville, 290 for Century, and they go ultimately on to win 21-17. Time of possession tonight dominated by Century, 27 minutes to 21 minutes for McMinnville, which is a total flip-flop of the way it usually is for McMinnville. McMinnville has averaged just under 30 minutes a game. So, this is one of those gut punches. And you got one game left to go for the season. Unfortunately, I think this solidifies McMinnville's not going to make the playoffs tonight. And Glencoe comes to town next week, and they have been playing much improved football this next year. So it's going to be a tough one for McMinnville in the final game for a lot of these seniors here next week at Wortman Stadium.
Yes, it will be. We'll bring you all the action here on AM 1260 KLYC, McMinnville, and also YamHillToday.com. Final score here, tough one, Jeff, 21-17, Century with a victory. Thank you so much for joining us here on YamHillToday.com. Thank you for tuning in to all our advertisers, our sponsors. Thank you so much. Thank you for KLYC. But we have one more game left next week. Should be fun. We'll do it again.
We will.
All right. Have a good night. Say goodbye, Jeff.
Goodbye, Jeff.
All right. Good night, everybody. For Jeff Ivey, I'm Brian Erickson. Good night, everybody.
The night's set to unfold. It's high school football stories to be told. Friday stars under the lights, they come alive. Stand up, get ready for the high school dive. Grizzlies in the spotlight. To their charm, Grizzlies thrive on. It's time to high five. Hit the field, let's run. Grizzlies in the spotlight. Yeah, it's time to roll. Big drums kick in. Rock, rock, Grizzlies charge. Defense strong and offense large. Helmets clash in the small town dome with Brian and Jeff. It's the Grizzlies' home. The crowds roar, echoing beyond the night sky. All fired up, we're set to watch the Grizzlies fly. Yamhill today, it's where we stand with pride. With our Grizzlies marching, it's a thrilling ride. With Brian and Jeff, oh, the night's set to unfold. It's high school